what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they say. 'Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't want to hear a word. Don't want to hear a word leave your mouth, 'cause that would leave me here without a doubt. You are a chismosa. You tell me that you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along. Now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is lacked the decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, 'cause you'd pass it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that has lacked the decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. Chismosa. I don't know what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they say. 'Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't want to hear a word. Don't want to hear a word leave your mouth, 'cause that would leave me here without a doubt. You are a chismosa. You tell me that you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along. Now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is lacked the decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, 'cause you'd bounce it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that has the lights. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. Chismosa. I don't know what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they said. 'Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't wanna hear a word. Don't wanna hear a word leave your mouth, 'cause that would leave me here without a doubt. You are a chismosa. You tell me that you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along. Now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is lacked. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, 'cause you'd bounce it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that has the lights. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. Chismosa. I don't know what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they said. 'Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't wanna hear a word. Don't wanna hear a word leave your mouth.
What is up, my Final Fantasy family? How's it going? So, running into a little bit of technical difficulties right now. I'm trying to get my Nintendo Switch to work, which it worked fine when I was doing April Fool's Xenoblade stuff. But for some reason, it's not working here. I mean, everything's working on stream. The picture's working, but I can't hear the game audio in my headphones. We'll have to see if you guys can hear it, but I guess I could play the OG Final Fantasy without sound, right? What's up, Dan Mick Esterd? Tell me if I said that right. How to episode on drawing Final Fantasy hairstyles. Oh man, that was like some of the hardest stuff. I spent more time drawing Cloud's hair in the last episode than I did anything else. But Sabaka000, great opinions in your channel, but can't watch most videos to avoid spoilers. Oh, that's awesome. Are you new? Sabaka? I'm gonna call you Sabaka. Are you new to Final Fantasy? Or maybe not new to Final Fantasy, but maybe you're playing Remake and Rebirth for the first time? Dustin's here. I mean, you're just missing out on some beeps and boops. I know, right? The music, man. Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy music. That's what really matters. Sabakawa said, I watched Advent Children Final Fantasy 7 movie, didn't like it. My man. Sabaka's, he gets it, man. He gets it. Zenman's here, Javier's here. We are professionals here, right, Commander? He calls me Commander because I wore a Mass Effect jacket the other day. Yeah, we're professionals. Zenman, what's up, man? Universe is telling you to do a live storyboards. No, it's not. You guys have no idea how long the storyboards took me to draw. Jolie was done with the episode and I needed to finish the storyboard, so the fact that like we didn't get everything done was because the episode was delayed because I was still drawing and there were only like, I don't know, 16 pictures, and I used, you'll notice that I used basically the same images for a lot of them. So I'm very rusty at drawing. It's been a while. Bagel says, hey, Ernest, help me clean up the phrase ambiguity is the mother of invention to make it sound more professional for our recipe. And you're talking to Ernest as if he's AI. I love it. Jolie likes that as well. Yeah, Jolie also, she's in the chat, Sabaka. He says thanks. Sabaka said, I played Final Fantasy VII, like the OG, 30 years ago, and I enjoyed Remake Part 1. Not played Rebirth yet. Looking forward to it. Well, Jolie and I were talking about this. When our deep dive is all said and done, we're going to like package it into a playlist. I mean, it's already in a playlist right now because we've gone through 10 chapters. Well, we're working through 10. And there's 14 chapters in Rebirth. And when it's all said and done, we'll probably have over 100 hours, probably as long as the gameplay it took you to play the game is our commentary, maybe more. Toolman, what's up? This is just like the Lord of the Rings when oh, an Ernestism. Sabaka's also saying, I'm thinking of buying GeForce Stream subscription just for Rebirth. My PC can't run Rebirth. That's not a bad idea. If your internet can handle it, it's. I mean, I've been in places where streaming has not been an issue for me. But I know some people struggle with streams not having like the latency or whatever when they're playing video games. But as far as like Rebirth, I mean, Rebirth does have some precise button inputs like perfect parries and blocks and stuff. So it might trip you up, but I think the technology is good if you're close to a data center. But that's cool. Jolie says, it's my fault for giving him a chore. Nice. Javier saying, hi to you, Joe. Been really busy with work, so I haven't commented. You don't need to comment on it forever. I always feel bad because, Javier, you can say whatever you want on the deep dive chapter, but your comments are like 27 pages long, and I feel bad because I can't get to them. Jolie says, it was more like 25 storyboards, not 16. So, yes. Help me convince Spencer to do a live drawing stream. Jolie says she thinks I should. You can push back a little bit, Jolie. You saw how long it took me to draw. But I might jump in. Maybe we can draw some Final Fantasy characters together. I do have a setup. Like I mean, the capture card does capture what I use to draw on, so we could do it. Zenman says, I can't even imagine how long it would take. We'll take you guys to break down chapter 14. I'm scared of chapter 12, Zenman. 12 is the big one because that's like the gold saucer, the dates, all the stuff that happens in the gold saucer. Because it's like Nibelheim going back to that. Yeah, and then the world opens up because then that's like when you can go and check off everything before you can do the end game stuff. Jolie says Utah is known for cheap, fast internet, so some recent studies told me. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're in Utah, so maybe it depends though how close you are to data centers and stuff. Yeah, chapter 14 will be nuts. I'm just excited for Ernest to tell us what he thinks of the ending because he hasn't finished it yet. So I don't know because he's got all these takes, and I think he just kind of trusts the developers, which is fine. But I don't know if he'll trust the developers after the end of Rebirth, but we'll see. I won't spoil anything, Sabaka. Don't worry. Sometimes I spend like 12 hours in nighttime not playing any games, just watching streams and music. It's almost wasting game time, but sometimes I get into the game. Gotcha. Well, that's okay. I do the same thing. I'm like should be going to bed, and I find myself just like, why am I staring at my phone? Jelly says we spent 3 hours talking about a single moment of chapter 10. Yeah, the red. Yeah, that moment. So for sure, we'll keep it secret for Sabaka. Ernest will be our guide through the confusion. You say that, Tool Man. Yoshitaka Amano has shh on Spencer. Are you saying like isn't he the original character designer, or like he's the one who does all the backdrops to the title cards, right? Anyway, let's test this out because I have it pulled up, and yeah, we'll try. I'll keep Rebirth spoilers to a minimum. We're not talking about Rebirth, but I can't always promise that, Sabaka. But tonight's, because sometimes the topics when we do stream stuff, I talk about spoilers. So, but yeah, I won't talk about it tonight. Tell me if you guys can hear this. This could be a disaster, but let's see. Okay. I think you guys can hear it because I can hear it in my headphones now. But okay, so maybe it's working. But I have it pulled up on a different monitor here. Should be good. Beeps and boops. Yes, Dustin. I feel like this is the Pixel remaster, but if I go to like the modernized, I just don't think it's as good. I think we need to have like the pixelated font. So we'll keep it there. And then the background music needs to be original, right? We can't have this nonsense. We'll get copyrighted strike into the ground. Copyrighted? We'll get struck for copyright. It doesn't matter, it's gameplay, right? They can let it slide. We can dispute it. This is beautiful. But I kinda like the original. If we're gonna do this, we should do the real thing, right? Tifa is safe for a night, says Dan. Nice. No, it's so funny, guys. Okay, this is working. I wanted to check and make sure it was working, but let me talk about that actually. I'll go back to rant cam for a second. Pull it, says Biggles. I wanted to talk about like the shippers and Twitter drama and all this stuff. Tonight's stream was going to be totally different. I had like the receipts. I had bookmarked a bunch of people's things, what they had said and how I thought they were ridiculous. And Joel and I were talking, and we got to a point where we were just saying like, why are we like feeding this with oxygen? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's interesting to have different community, like the different members of the community, and see how they've responded. And Twitter is its own beast, right? But I got thinking, like I had tons of tweets, like I said, bookmarked, and the things that people had said about me with my takes with Tifa. And I got to the point where it's like they've already yeah, I started the first rant. Dan started it. I don't want to like give that oxygen. I was about to do it, and I was talking to Jolie, and I'm like, I criticized the game and then they turn around and they criticize me as a person. And I don't want to like engage in that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like, I can have a preference for Aerith and like not be labeled a shipper. If you want to label me like a cleric, that's fine. But I don't want to keep feeding into this nonsense, you know? I think it's fun. I think we've cultivated a good community where like if you actually engage with our content, you'll know that we're, I think, good faith people that just want to talk about the game, and we'll talk about when we think that the developers make mistakes, and we'll also talk about the strengths of the series. So yeah, I was gonna do this whole thing about how, like, you know, I've talked to some of you guys behind the scenes, and you know, I was gonna have the thumbnail be of Tifa, and I'd be like, I was wrong about Tifa, but not about her fans or something, you know, and make it into this whole dumb dramatic thing. And I'm like, dude, I'm almost 40 years old. I don't care about any of this stuff. I've never cared about any of this stuff, but I felt like the gravitational pull to be like, this is content and people will click on this, right? And it all stems from the first time I ever did an episode with, you know, the Final Fantasy files when Jolie brought me on. And I was just like, everyone likes Tifa because of her boobs. And I know I've said that line like a million times. You guys are sick of it. But like, I still think that that's true in some ways, that the developers made Tifa for a certain type of people that would be like, this is fan service. I want to see like a hot girl. Like, it's just the sex appeal. Sure, that's fine, right? But then everyone felt like I was attacking them personally, you know, and they said all these mean things to me. And I'm like, and I'm taking it so seriously, and I was laughing. I thought it was like hilarious, and Jolie's talked about this before when we talked about this. And I wasn't taking it seriously. I mean, I was laughing about it, and I thought, this is so ridiculous that people react this way. But I've learned that people like are so serious about this stuff, and there's so much gatekeeping going on, and they're saying like, I can't have opinions about the game because I'm just criticizing the game as I play it, and I'm criticizing it wrong, and they want to interpret the art for me. So anyway, yeah, that was going to be tonight's stream, and I just bagged it, and I deleted all those bookmarks, and it kind of felt great, you know? I'm like, I don't have to like humor these people. I don't have to give them oxygen. I don't have to, you know, even if I was going back and trying to say like, logically what they say is dumb, it's like I don't even need to do that. I don't need to do that, you know? I think what was telling, you know, they say like we're bad people. Someone got mad at us for saying that we criticize Britt Baron's performance, and that like we hate Tifa, and we go and we criticize her performance because we hate Tifa, which isn't even true. Jolie like is totally team Clarith in the first half of the game, and then she's like, when, you know, whatever happens to Aerith, we don't know. But, you know, according to the original game, she was happy for Cloud and Tifa to go off and be a couple or whatever, you know. Ernest doesn't care. I just was the only person, but they were like, you guys hate Britt Baron. You're such in her amazing performance. And it's like, we just criticize certain things about her, but she does fine. Jolie always talks about how she sounds good, but, you know, it's like, why do I feel like I have to litigate what I believe or feel, right? I don't have to appeal to these people. So anyway, Javier's always saying, let's have a rant cam, like another shipper war or something. And I will always tell you guys what I think, but I'm never gonna, I don't know, I'm not gonna make that my content. I'm not gonna say like, okay, tonight we're gonna like make fun of the stupid shippers, or tonight we're gonna, you know, debunk like their logical interpretation of this. It's like, I just want to critique the art how I interpret it, right? And if somebody wants to come in and tell me that I interpret the art wrong, I don't care, because you don't have ownership on the art. When the developers put it out there, we all interpret it differently, and then we just talk about it, and that's like nice. But when you start criticizing like people for having their opinions, like when they go after that, I don't know, it's just stupid. So anyway, it was going to be fun, and I was going to be silly about it, but I've just decided not to do it. So yeah, there's my rant. And so like, yeah, I'll tell you what I think. I'm not going to shy away from my opinions. I have some, you know, romance opinions that are coming up in the deep dives that we're going, and I'm not going to be like, well, I can't say anything because the shippers are watching and they'll get mad at me. Like, I'll always tell you how I feel. But anyway, so yeah, I was gonna I was gonna lean into it, and I just thought, no, that's just dumb. I don't want that to be like what we do. Anyway, so um, that was my rant cam. Well done, Dan. You started your first rant cam. Congratulations. Biggle says the best way to starve that beast is to find something other than Final Fantasy VII to talk about. So tonight's game is a good start. Yeah, that does feel that way because I just feel like we're always talking about Final Fantasy VII, which is fine. I think Final Fantasy VII is awesome, and that's like the hot thing in the Final Fantasy world right now. So, I kind of wanted just to play OG just to kind of get away from that. I'm having fun doing the remake streams with Jolie. Like, I love it, and I'm not going to shy away from what I feel, like I told you. But anyway, Dustin says, I didn't know good faith Final Fantasy VII fans existed. We found them. We're here. They would say otherwise, but, I think Jolie and Ernest are fair, and I was just kind of stupid when I first came around, and I'll continue to be silly and stupid. The dramatic I was wrong fake thumbnail was my idea. It was Biggles. I was wrong about Tifa because then everyone would be like, see, Spencer was wrong. I don't care. But yeah, we're not doing that. Well, man, the trouble is that who people ship and how they see the story are so heavily intertwined in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, but that's okay. I think there should be more romance in games. I think Final Fantasy should get back into that, and like I like the dumb love triangles. And as stupid as this sounds, I think the series would benefit. Kind of go back to the Final Fantasy X, the Final Fantasy VIIs. Like I haven't played 8, but like Squall and Renola. It's like I think it appealed to women more. The newer games, they've always had relationships and stuff like that, but I don't think relationships are like a bad thing. I mean, Mass Effect is like my favorite series, and you can romance like multiple people in that series, But yeah, I just think people get weird about it, and it's fine. Like you can just have a preference, but whatever. I see how it's totally intertwined in that. Toolman. Javier says it was your first deep dive, Spencer. You got to be baptized by a fire. Fun fact, I actually recorded one episode on Final Fantasy 16 with Ernest and Jolie that was never released because Jolie gave me the reins to edit it, and I never edited it. It was about combat in Final Fantasy 16, and Jolie wanted me to be on the episode because she was like, she played it on normal, and Ernest played on story, and I beat Final Fantasy 16 twice. I got the platinum trophy, and I did, beat on hard mode or whatever. So she's like, you should talk about the combat. And we did, but you've never seen that episode. That was my true first episode. But Chocobro says, and keep in mind that the average age of those people is 35 plus. Go figure. And that's the weird part, dude. Like I felt like I was like this like little girl in middle school arguing over stuff that like doesn't matter. And I'm like, I'm almost 40 years old. Why am I doing this with people online? It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It's cool. Like if you have a preference, great. I think Aerith rules. I like her personality. I think her and Cloud are cute together or whatever, But whatever, I think Tifa's cool too. I think she's sexy. I think she's got issues she's working through, and then she's gonna come out on top stronger. Awesome. Great stuff. Have a preference, but they go to war over these things, and it's so funny. Isn't that the point of life, says Javier? Yeah. Dustin says it's insane how nuts people get over this. Seriously, you can literally can't have an opinion without someone losing their mind. It's wild. Yeah, it's okay. Like yeah, that was like what kind of got me into it. And I'm kind of like that. I don't want to back down from like my experience because I'm not doing things to rage bait or get people to click on her stuff. I was literally being serious. I was like, yeah, like I think Tifa's gaslighting Cloud a little bit. I mean, I was being, a bit cheeky with my words, but I was like, she keeps testing him what if he knows, right? Instead of just telling him the truth. But if she tells him the truth and he glitches out, that's fine. Okay, yeah. But I haven't finished the game. These are the first times I've played it, and that's my opinion. I think like she should say more. But if she doesn't, that's okay. I'm probably going to get that in part 3, but they cannot. They're like, no, you don't understand. And they see it as like an attack on their identity. So they have to come and shut me down and gatekeep. And they're like, nope, you cannot have an opinion until you've played the OG and you've played part 3. And don't you spread misinformation as a Final Fantasy account, you know? And I'm like, you guys, chill. I've never criticized you. I've never criticized anyone human. These are just my thoughts as a Final Fantasy, like someone who's been playing Remake and Rebirth, right? So yeah, it is wild, Dustin. People are dumb. Yeah, Javier. To be fair, to pose a question was definitely worded in an inflammatory way. Yeah, that's fine. But like, what I didn't understand, Toolman, is that like people would care so much because I am being cheeky in an inflammatory way. I'm like, she's gaslighting Cloud because she won't say anything. I'm like, do something, because I'm like frustrated with her character, you know. But like people saw that as like a personal attack on themselves, and it's like, this has nothing to do with you. I'm only talking about Tifa. I'm not saying you person who said this one thing or whatever. It's like, I didn't offend Tifa. I promise you, I didn't offend her because she's just a video game character. You know what I mean? And so, in the lens of Spencer's opinion as I've been playing, it's like I'm frustrated with, you know, Tifa being Cloud's lifelong friend and not saying anything to him, you know. I know that she does, and I maybe I was wrong in that situation, but I'm still like, come on, it's been 6 years. I know it's been taking longer in the games or whatever, or it's only been a little bit of time in the games, right? Yeah. So yes, to be fair, yes, but I didn't realize that everyone had tied their identity into like this fictional character, Toolman. You just got to stand your ground, Spencer. Well, yeah, I do stand my ground, right? But I'm like, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because they just fight over stuff. They want to use their relationship with a fictional character to criticize actual human beings in real life, and I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Debunking the logic is my content. That's where I was, where I get my 4 likes. No, Toolman, you've been crushing it on Twitter lately, man. You know, Toolman comes in with facts and logic when it comes to all the people with the re-trilogy stuff. It's kind of fun to watch Toolman go to task. Javier says the stupid shippers are sadly a part of Final Fantasy VII experience, Spencer. Yeah, it is true. Like, it's like I've gone through the ringer, right? Dan says, good choice. I'm here for the rant cam. I love it. X Saber Faye says, only halfway through the last episode y'all released, but I share the concern that part 3 might not be able to tie up all the loose ends and how many there are. Yeah. So I don't even know this because I haven't played the original, but how many discs are in part 3? Steed is here. He can tell me. I don't know how many. I don't know how long it is, but everyone's saying like we're like barely, not even at the halfway point, right? Or we are at the halfway point, even though I'm like, we're 2/3, and they're like, there's so much more content. So apparently we need to get through so much and tie up all these mysteries. Saberfay. So X Saberfay, yeah. Dustin says, you guys are legitimately awesome. Best Final Fantasy community I wandered into. Awesome. That's so nice, Dustin. And I didn't want to like add to the negativity. I've been accused of being toxic, and I'm like, okay, well, if you think I am, I'm just not going to engage with you guys. Like, come listen to us and you'll see that we're actually chill, down to earth, you know. Final Fantasy unks, us old people talking about the games that don't care about these shipping wars. Denman says, I agree, low-key. I feel like the romance is a huge part of the story. I don't really have a preference, but I want the devs to choose one option and make it good. Yeah, that's true. Like, I want them to tell their story, right? But like the dumbest thing, okay, this is the funniest thing about this, and I will litigate this since we're talking about it. But like, okay, in the OG, spoilers for the OG, if you haven't played it and you don't know this is like the biggest spoiler that everyone knows the answer to. Aerith dies in the OG, right? She dies. She never comes back. And everybody, like, you know. But like, that doesn't stop the people who like Aerith from liking her just because like Cloud and, let's say, because I mean, it's not clear if Tifa and Cloud end up together, right? But that doesn't stop the people that like Cloud and Aerith from enjoying that ship. You know what I mean? Like, so like, let's say the story ends with Tifa and Cloud ends up with her, Tifa. Then it'll just become this argument of people saying like, well, Aerith like he never liked Aerith because he wound up with Tifa, or it could be like, or he had feelings for Aerith and then she died. You know what I mean? Like you can always take it any way you want. There's always going to be another side or whatever, you know. It's like she's the one that got away, and like then they'll be like, nope, never had feelings for Aerith, or like whatever, or maybe she did. It's like it's all preference, and it doesn't matter, you know. I agree, Zim, man. Just tell the story, and then you know it'll work out. But I don't know. People make me laugh because they feel like whatever is canon, whatever ends up happening, it's like I tell Jolie this. I mean, I ended up with Jolie, but I liked other girls in my life. You know what I mean? Jolie's the best for sure, but don't divorce me, Jolie. Anyway, so that's kind of what makes me laugh. Sabaka says, "Nah, better to be ambiguous. Cloud has most charisma as a jaded loner." Whatever. I mean, everyone will have their preference, and we'll see what they do. But it's the developers' vision, and I want them to not cater to like what the shippers want. I want them to just tell their story, and then whatever happens, then we can interpret the art how we want, right? Javier says, the problem is not the romance, Spencer. The problem is Final Fantasy VII is cryptic in everything, even the romance. And what do we say about ambiguity? Final Fantasy VII is the only Final Fantasy game at war for a ship. Oh, I didn't know that because I haven't played any of the like other like old ones, right? I guess that's true. There's Final Fantasy 16. Can't you go? You can either go on like a date with Jill. I mean, you have like that romance scene with Jill in 16, but there's like that who's the lady? She's like the doctor in the hideout, like the hideaway, and she's the one that like removes the scars, you know, the branding. You can like go on a like side quest date with her too, which is funny. So maybe not. Yeah, Steed says, "Who's Aerith?" I know I'm behind, guys, but I'll catch up, I promise. Aerith is like Tifa, but not as hot. There you go. There you go. Not this again. Justice for Tifa's here. Hey, Justice for Tifa. Apparently Spencer's favorite character. I thought it was Barrett. No, Barrett is my favorite character in the remake. Seed says it does show that he didn't watch Advent Children then. I'm kidding. See, the Advent Children's ambiguous too, and that's what like people hate. They're like, "Oh, Cloud's like not even hanging out with Tifa." Because Advent Children sucks at storytelling. I don't know if you know this, but that's a bad movie when it comes to telling story. They did it because they were cutscene people and they made cool cutscenes, and then they thought that they could tell a full-length feature film, and it never happened. Franco, save that money for your kids. You have a brand new baby. Thank you, man. What's up, Franco? Everyone give a shout out to Franco. Thank you for the super chat, Franco. Yeah, anyway. It's insane commitment to the series. Oh, I mean the comment about the fan meltdowns. Oh yeah, Toolman, that's true. Like I was gonna go into that and litigate that, and I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, why am I doing this? I just feel like they're like, you used to follow me, now you don't follow me. I'm like, I don't care. I don't like people who feel like they're gatekeepers, and maybe they were, you know, like not trying to do that, and I just whatever. It doesn't matter. Twitter drama. Even Sakaguchi wouldn't go back and play Final Fantasy 1 in April 2026. Come on, man. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. When they were kids, I don't think they were friends. Really not that important. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of the stuff with Tifa and Cloud when they were young. It kind of, just from what the remakes tell us, it feels like we've had a few scenes with them, and it's like, did they like each other? It doesn't ever tell you. I once had a dream that Kane from Command and Conquer was my father. Okay, Sabaka. Chucker Bros says, OG Tifa is quite manipulative at first. I remember that I didn't like her for that, and now I prefer remake Tifa 10 times more. Right on. Because they flesh out, and it shows that she's trying to get to Cloud, but she can't get to him. I love how he's trying all of these, is what you said? Oh, okay, yeah. None. Apparently the game stops at disc 1. Okay, so have we only played through disc 1? Is there 3 discs or is there 2 discs? Maybe it's 2 discs, you know. Ever Crisis just came up with a totally new stuff happening in Northern Crater today, which I have no idea where they brought it from, says Steed. Ever Crisis is a whole other animal, right? I'm very, very obviously baiting. It wasn't clear. What? I just love it when Spencer says, in the OG, and spoilers, by the way. Sorry, I don't know. Aerith dies, guys. Who's Aerith? Yeah, she died. Sorry. Aerith is like Tifa. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So he says, you know what you just made me realize. Guys, Cloud got it. Cloud's got it bad for Kyrie. They'll end up in part 3. You heard it here first. Yeah, man. See, it doesn't matter. We all can have like our own ships, and it's okay. I hear everywhere. I hear everywhere people saying that Cloud knows much more than he did in the OG, hence why he acts differently. Then I realize my guy is in shambles in Rebirth after her death. But like, see, I know that I'm still in the camp of like, I know the people that have played OG think this differently, but you know, I don't know. I'm not going to go into it because Sabaka's here and he says he doesn't want to know about the ending of Rebirth. So I'll keep it vague for now. What's up, Zage? Tarja. Yeah, Tarja. That's what I was talking about. Clive and Mid, Sid's daughter. I don't think that's how it is. Steed says, Spencer, serious question, and everyone, of course. Is Final Fantasy 16's easy mode actually easy? I've been struggling with the pacing and world, but if I play with my wife, it might motivate me. I never played it on easy mode. I always played it on normal and then hard. But all the easy mode does, I don't think it makes, I mean, maybe the enemies have less HP, but I know that it equips, the game gives you certain accessories that like kind of let you auto battle. You can just hold square and it will perform the combos for you. And then it will freeze time and tell you like when to dodge and when to parry. So you can make it fairly easy for you, but you still need to like do the button inputs, but it will literally like pause the game for a moment, like where it's like, here's a incoming parry. There's certain moments in the game where it's like a quick time event and you need to hit that button before something happens. But for most of us, we have to be quick, you know, and reactionary, but these accessories make it easier. So yeah, you could play it with your wife on easy mode for sure. And that might be a fun way to go through it if you're not motivated to, you know, do the combat. Final Fantasy VII Remake is hard on easy mode, says Sabaka. There you go. I don't know. It's just getting used to it, you know. Cloud was not really friends with Tifa. Cloud was an outcast in the village. Okay. Cloud knew Tifa, but they were distant, and Cloud and Tifa only really spoke when he was leaving. But like, that might be true, but that doesn't make sense to me with their water tower scene, because if he's like, I promise to protect you, it's like, if they weren't friends at all, it'd be weird for him to be like, make a promise to her, so, I don't know. Co-Climber says 3 total. I've gotten, okay, so there's 3 discs, jeez. And how many have we gotten through in Remake and Rebirth? Have we even got to disc 2 or disc 3? Javier says, I've been playing for 2 years now. Are you talking about Ever Crisis? Yeah. Here are spoilers from the game I didn't play. Steve says that's true. I know about the spoilers. That's how ubiquitous the knowledge of these spoilers are, Steve. Steve says, gosh, I'm turning full gatekeeping today. Gotta tone it down. Let's not be gatekeepers, guys. Let's let people experience the series how they want, and then, you know, we can talk about it. Toolman says there's 3 discs, but 3 is much smaller than the first 2. So it's like 1 and 2 are the main, and then 3 is just like the leftovers. Kind of see what you're saying. Man, it just seems like they have so much to do in this next game. And they set up a whole other, you know, mystery box with the whispers and stuff. What's up, Swally? I'm just gonna keep silent on any more discussion about Aerith, Tifa, and whatever Cloud is. We pretty much dealt with anything that wouldn't completely destroy the fun later. Okay, yeah. This will be the last time well, okay, I can't definitively say that, but this will be the last time I like litigate this. I don't care. I just wanted to get it out of my system. But yeah. Sage says, sup, haven't watched the chapter breakdown yet, but I'm excited to get into it. We get into like a lot of religion and stuff. It's so funny because we're about to talk about Bugenhagen. We're actually recording our next deep dive tomorrow. And what we're recording is like Nanaki introducing us to Bugenhagen and, you know, kind of, you know, that first reaction to meeting Bugenhagen and how he talks about Nanaki, and then we go into his observatory and we do that, and then you get to see the whole cutscene, you know, the big cutscene with that Bugenhagen talks to you about planetology and the live stream and stuff. And then we talk about a few other things, but that's kind of what we're talking about tomorrow, which is nice. But we talked our last discussion's age was very centered around like, is Cosmo Canyon like a religious town, or is it like a pilgrimage kind of like just like an iconic place in the world, or is it a scholarly town? And Ernest was kind of arguing that it's more scholarly, and Jolie and I were kind of talking about how it has a lot of religious, you know, I like it's more religious. And then but now in this next section that we're gonna record, it's very scholarly. Like if you go into the observatory, it's like, all the stuff they've got going on. They've got raw materia. They've got all these things like it's like that records the fluctuations of the planet, and they have all these gizmos, and they talk about Professor Gas, and I don't know who that is and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, have fun listening to it, Zage. It gets pretty interesting. It's very interesting. We recorded it. Our stuff is so good. Z says, I only want to play co-op when it's a requirement in one of the stream missions. Okay, gotcha. Disc 3 is just basically the final battle, says Biggles. And then Dustin says, nope, the end of Rebirth is just the end of Disc 1. Gotcha. Crazy. That's crazy that we haven't even touched the other stuff. We took 2 games to get through 1 disc. Maybe it's because it's setting up the world, and then Disc 3 just like events happen in the stuff that they've already established. I don't know if that's true. How many more new locations are we going to go to? That's like, or have we explored most of the map, and then we're going to kind of revisit stuff? Dan says she was making fun of him, I think. We'll make you read the books to understand censoring. I'm not going to read the books. Oh, that might be funny. Who knows? I can't say I'll never do that because now that we're on like this channel, who knows what I'll say. Gotcha. Pick any random guild. Oh, you're talking about Ever Crisis. Also, does that actually boost stats? Okay, you guys are talking about Ever Crisis. Nice. The observatory scene is one of my favorites in both OG and remake. The religious versus scholarly sounds like a great discussion. Awesome. Yeah, this next one will be more scholarly for sure. It does boost your stats. Okay, you guys are talking about Ever Crisis. All right, cool. Anyway, maybe a little over half the map, maybe a bit more. Gotcha. Okay. Gas is not important. Forget about him, says Dan. All right. Cool. All right. I'm done. Let's go back to this. Now it's the real stuff here, guys. Coolman says there's probably like 4-ish new regions. It helps you conceptualize part 3. I know that Rocket Town was supposed to happen, and we didn't get to Rocket Town, right? He's aghast on today's chapter. And nice. Okay. So, I'm going to do terribly. Oh, I get to name them? And I can pick the different... Oh, I see. So we can have warrior. Biggles was telling me to go straight white mages, which I think is crazy. Should I keep the default party? Toolman on Twitter today sent me a picture, and he said, make sure to keep like this default party, and I think this is what he's talking about, Let me know if the music is too loud. But Spencer, I was waiting for you to do an image of Cloud reading an Ultimania when you mentioned that you need to do homework outside of the game. Oh, I should have, yeah. I named my warriors after Yu-Gi-Oh cards to match their classes. 4 white mages. Don't do 4 white mages, says Toolman. I'm not going to. We gotta like do the traditional stuff, Let's see, guys. I don't know. I'm not committing. Music is nice, says Franco. Heck yeah, man. It's very... I picked the 8-bit music because I thought it would be true to form. I mean, we can start this. If I, hate this game, am I committing to playing through the whole thing? Who knows? I figure I will get to it, but I wanted to test it out on stream tonight to see if, I was okay with it. Swap Think to Monk for the big hits. Respect to my main Sabin, right? Okay. Who are you going to name the character, Spencer? Well, I gotta name them after you guys, right? But we've already named Javier and Alyssa, Toolman, Biggles. I gotta give love to our one Claudie that stuck around. Zage, do you care if I name the warrior after you? Sage. I can spell, I promise. I can't spell if you guys saw my Twitter post here. That sounds like a sweet warrior name, right? Yeah. But don't worry, this is so funny. I feel this is gonna sound really silly, but when I named the characters when we were playing Tactics stream, all the people that I named have all stuck around and continued to hang out on stream. Yeah, we gotta get Franco in here. Franco, who do you want to be? Did we give Franco? I can't even remember. I don't feel like I gave Franco a name. I feel like I gave everyone else a name. But Franco, we'll change, let's see. Wait, we don't want to do this. You say we change it to a monk? I'm trusting a lot on Toolman right now. Ernest. We can name one of them Ernest. Franco, I'm gonna name you after our monk. But Franco's always so kind. He always pops in. He's always super chatting when he just had a brand new baby. He needs to chill. But we'll honor him by naming our monk after Franco. And I gotta give Dustin a shout. Dustin's been cool. He says we're like an awesome... Dustin, do you want to be the Black Mage or do you want to be the Sparking Zones? Hey, bro. What's up, Sparkling Zone? Franco the Monk. Zage the Warrior. I want to kind of like name him Co-Climber, you know, instead of Dustin. But Dustin, if you're still around, do you want to be the Black Mage or the White Mage? You're honored. Franco, you deserve so much more. I wish I could give back to you. You're seriously awesome. Let's say if Dustin doesn't speak up, I'm just gonna put Dustin as our Black Mage. And I like that it's just Dustin. Our voice actor. Thank you, Javier and Toolman, for the endorsement. You deserve this. Thank you for bringing it up. We need our White Mage, guys. Let's see here. Any takers? Anybody want to be in it? Is anyone, like, just craving to be named in our playthrough of Final Fantasy 1? I'm good with the Black Mage, says Co-Climber. That's Dustin. White Mage me. Biggles, we already had you as the White Mage. I mean, Biggles could come in with his other account, and then I could say, you know, like Exogamut, or I could name him someone else. But if no takers, what if I just name it, here. This will make people feel good. How about this? Oh, I was going to say Aerith lives, but Sparkling Zone wants to be the White Mage, so I'm going to give it to Sparkling Zone. I will accept you later tonight. BB, what's up, Christian Bud? Yeah, let's do... Sparkling Zone called it. I said I would give it to someone. I know, Biggles, don't hate me, but you were part of the tactics stream, you know? Tefereth, yes, as foretold. Sparkling. I like it. And I do like the, because we're running out, we're not going to be able to do it. See, we only have 3 characters left, right? Sparkling Zone. Maybe it's like Sparkle Zone. Can I call you Sparkle Zone? Just for, you know. This is the only way it works. Sparkle Zone. Spencer, it doesn't get more Clarith than booting up Final Fantasy 1 and literally naming the very first White Mage that appears Aerith. Hey, can you blame me, Steed? The first Final Fantasy game I ever played was Remake, alright? You know, I know that there's other White Mages. There's other mages. But yeah, I mean, like, I am an admitted, like, I prefer Cloud and Aerith. But I also, like, I don't even really know Zach, and I know that Zach and, like, haven't played Crisis Core, but I'm sure I would have preferred Zach and Aerith too, right? If I played those, because I just think Aerith is a cool character. So I'm not just exclusively Clarith. I'm just like, I'm just pro Aerith, you know? And that's not at the expense of Tifa. Like, Tifa's cool too. But I just, like, if it were me, I would date Aerith. Sparkle Zone. Do you accept that? I'm gonna do Sparkle Zone. Yes, I'm going to use this name. Done. Look at this party. We're going to go on an adventure, you guys. Aerith's best girl, Steve, don't you know? It's actually interesting that you love Aerith more than Tifa as a newcomer, but I can see why in hindsight. Absolutely loved Aerith in Trilogy so far. Yeah, I mean, my honest thoughts, why I like Aerith more is just like, I just feel like she's someone, even though she's been experimented on, she hasn't been around a lot of people, it's just her personality. I talked about this on a stream where I liked dating girls who knew who they were, and when I see Tifa feels unsure of herself, right? And she's like, got a lot that she's working through, which is totally fine. But that was never an attractive quality for me when I would see girls that would be like, you know, kind of look down at the floor and be unsure and they didn't speak their mind. If you know who I married, Jolie is very outspoken and will speak her mind. I love that about it. And Aerith is that type of person. I'm just like attracted to that personality type. So yeah, Aerith just makes sense to me. It's like she says what she thinks. She isn't afraid to make you feel awkward. She isn't afraid to, you know, ruffle some feathers and get involved in stuff where it's like Tifa's always like she's apologizing a lot and always like concerned about what other people think, and you know, but she's also very kind and she's also like very loyal and, you know, amazing friend and will do anything for stuff, right? Justice for Tifa's like shh. Like there's so many good qualities about Tifa as well. I just don't gravitate towards her as like a romantic relationship, and everyone gets mad at me because they're like, Final Fantasy VII is not a self-insert story, so you have to like what's canon. I'm like, I don't care. I'm making decisions as Cloud. If I could choose, I would choose Aerith. Yes, we'll begin here. All right, guys, shut up. The first cutscene ever. Shut it. Woo! Let me know if sound's okay. The world lies shrouded in darkness. Is that Africa? Here we go. Oh, this is cool. The winds die. You guys are just happy that I get to talk. Co-climber, Dustin, cover your ears. I'm terrible at I'm terrible at voice. Don't judge my voice. The seas rage. I feel like corny trying to be like the streamer voice, like the seas rage, talking a funny voice. Now that's how you say it. The earth decays. Man, this is like cryptic. It looks like the Middle East. Maybe the earlier ones, but it's got lots of different things. Look at this, kingdom. It's good, I'd hire you. No, you shouldn't. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. Okay. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Okay, that's us. That's, after a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. This is where the crystals come in, right? Crystals are important in Final Fantasy. Look at them! Hydaelyn. Is that the name from 14? I haven't played it in a while. Oh, yeah! This is me telling you now, this is how I page up, page down, switch party member, left and right bumper, move. Default speed, walk, run, encounters, on and off. I can turn off encounters. These are all the like quality of life features, right? Okay. Warriors of Light. Let's go on an adventure. Look at us. We're doing it. Should we go to the castle? Let's take a look. Castle Cornelia. Oh, yeah. We're going to go straight to the king. Where are you at? Let me in. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. I'm one of them. Trust me. Those crystals, you must see the king at once. Oh, it totally is one of them. I thought the warrior of light was the white hair. The one I saw him from Dissidia. Yeah, Chocobro. Well, the truth is we're all warriors of light. On the good old NES. Dude, the king's gonna see us. I didn't know it was gonna like happen right away. Look at our party. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? They're just like, yep, these are ours. It's just as Lucan prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold of the prophecy. I like that. I think we should just jump to it. Cut to the chase. It was so Pokemon. I love it. It does feel like Pokemon. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. A British goofy. That's not really British. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? We gotta save the princess! It's a save the princess game! Pretty cool how so many Final Fantasies had silly looking and sounding king. Chancellor. Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah! Remember, guys, this is the plot of Stranger of Paradise, so this is just going to lead into that. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves. Just in case you thought that we weren't, like, trying to save her. But Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. King agrees, he nods. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. You heard that? I didn't say anything about that. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light. And do not fail me. Be more British. I can't do a British accent. In my headcanon, Biggles, he's just like a wannabe streamer, 40-year-old nerd who's pretending to know what a king sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. All right. The dancing girl in the town knows many odd bits of information. You find yourself astray? Try talking to her. She may know something that can put you back on course. The warriors of light have come. At last. How long I've waited for this day to come. Garland is no longer the man I once knew. I beg of you, please return my daughter to me quickly. All right. That was good. We're just starting the story, man. He actually got the gist of the character without context. Respect. Oh, I don't know. Be more Spencer. Put attention, this scenes will be in the glorious 3D render of Stranger Paradise. I want you to go. Oh, that's the part. Don't forget. Illustrating. Okay, I won't forget. Zage says you need to audition for a role. No, I don't. Guys, I'm being ridiculous. The king was great. I'm holding my judgment until I hear the dancing girl, though. See? Look at this. I like that you could talk to everyone. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals, could it be? Yep. That's me. So oh, that's how I go fast. Default speed, run, walk. I can just hold down B and go quick. All right. I want to be able to find these people. Oh, who's this? Is this a girl or a boy? Garland was once the greatest knight in the kingdom, but power consumed him and he lost sight of who he really was. They say the same thing? Yep, okay. Alright. She doesn't look like a dancing girl, but she looks like a girl. Every girl with green hair in old games. You know, they're special. Right? Final Fantasy VI, Samus original had green hair. Please, please save Lady Sarah! They should hire me to be a kid voice actor in the remake series. Hopefully you'll find a character befitting your peaky little... You cheeky little blonde... I can give people that voice. That one you just have to, like... stick it in the back of your throat until you start coughing. Alright, I'll save her. We'll get to her. This music never gets old, y'all. Look at the kingdom. Let's go in here. Ah. My sister. Is this Sarah's sister? I want my sister. The king didn't even mention you. He doesn't even care. Just kidding. He just knows you're safe. I like talking to the guards. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. Okay, do all of the guards say the same thing? That would be awesome. Let's go here. I don't understand. Where is Jack? Chaos. We have to kill chaos. Her Majesty's overcome with grief. She's shut in herself inside her chambers. Please try not to upset her. Let's upset her. Oh, I let you go inside. Of course I'm gonna go in. I am Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please, please bring my daughter, my Sarah, back to me safely. See, when I try to talk in like my head voice, it's just not authentic. So if you guys really want me to want to hear my sad voice, then it's got to be in my Spencer voice. Okay, I don't know. I'm one of those gamers that has to like go through I'm like I gotta go everywhere. Is there any like little secret that I'm missing? You know? This is like the maps. Oh yeah. Oh, we found Merlin. I don't understand. Mickey Mouse voice for every female. I could do that. Wow! Our ancestors sealed the weapons within this treasure room 100 years ago. Not great. I know you said for every girl, but I thought it would be funny if I had the wizard be. Wow! And then they gave us the key to the Elf King. Hold until the coming of the Warriors of Light. All right, the treasure room. Well, let's go take a look. Yeah, Dustin, you don't know. I've already done the Mickey voice. all mages have it. Our ancestors sealed the weapons within this treasure room. You said the same thing. Get me in here. This door is secured but with the mystic key. What about this one? Is this secured? Yep. We need the mystic key, y'all. Like, wow. Oh boy. Beware, you'll get copyrights from Fantasia. They know. I'm so good. Jolie actually does a really good Minnie. And like Daisy. Did I miss anything there? See, this is where I'm weird. So, we know to the north is where Garland is. Can you just go straight to Garland? Can I save? Return to the field. Controls. How do you save in this game? Because I want to go straight to Garland. Beware, you will get copyright. Oh yeah, sorry, I already read that. We're just going there. Did you rebuild the bridge? Lame. Dude, this is like huge. Look at this. I just went here. Is this... Okay. It's going to be the same town, but this is Cornelia. The kingdom. Did we talk to the dancing girl yet? This is Cornelia, the city of dreams. Look at this river, guys. Is this how good it looked on the Famicom, or is this the Pixel Remaster doing its job? I was wondering the same thing. Where is Alyssa? I know, she is... We miss Alyssa. Oh, look at the icons. That's probably a quality of life where it says, this is an inn. There's a weapons merchant. Oh yeah, that's definitely the dancer. I was right! Hi there! Wow! Hi there! I'm the dancer! What's that? You don't want to dance with me? Hee. You were supposed to tell me stuff! I don't want to dance with you. Will she only talk to me if I dance with her? Zage is very upset right now. The warrior. I got no idea how big this... You got no idea how big this game is, Spencer? Oh, this is already cool. I'm having a great time. Remaster graphics are all over this joint. Maybe she's working with no internet. We miss Alyssa. If you watch this later, Alyssa, just know that we missed you. Dude, every guard is obsessed with crystals. Oh yeah, she's dancing. Look at that walk. Let's go down the well. You know there's something down there. It's a well. It looks like you could climb inside, but you can't, really. What does that even mean? It looks like you can crawl inside, but you can't, really. What was this place again? It's a an armor vendor. Do I have? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is good stuff. We have 500 gil. We've been playing for 13 minutes. I'm going to be in menus for so long. Magic. Cannot use magic. Franco cannot use magic. What? My white mage cannot use magic? Is that because I haven't equipped it? Use. Equipped. You have a knife and you have clothes. Franco has a staff and clothes. The monks use staffs? Staffs? I gotta get you. You're supposed to just hit with your hands. What's up, Jolie? Just rejoined stream. Why am I hearing Mickey Mouse? Oh, they baited me to do Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Oh, why are you not hearing Mickey Mouse? You've heard Mickey Mouse. I can't do every Mickey Mouse. And my impression isn't even that good. Alright, guys. Order. What does order do? Oh. If I change the order, do I get to walk around as Franco? No! That would have been so good! Lame. Does this say who goes first in a battle? So many questions. Configuration. I feel like the background music is a little loud. I feel like it's kind of annoying. Is that true? Maybe not. I'm so... this music is terrible. As I say that in a Final Fantasy game. Default speed. That's fine. I can run if I want. Continue auto battle? Not yet. Okay. Quick save. All right. That's how we save. Jolie, we are guilty for what you are watching. Thanks. You're stuck with me in the overworld. No, it's okay, Zage. I like having you. Dude, this girl. Forget Tifa and Aerith. This is my girl right here. Hi there, I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer. What is this? It's like a kettle, like a teapot? What do they serve here? Whoa, Alyssa's back. Alyssa, we missed you. You don't have to make an entrance like that, but that is an entrance. Welcome, Alyssa. Jelly was wondering where you were. You do not. Stop it. Hopefully everything's okay. She's not saying anything. All she's done is just send like a super chat. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, he's a potion vendor. Why did it look like... Oh, look at all this. Should I just blow all my gil and get a gold needle? No. I don't know. Okay. Well, we gotta get to know the town folk. I once lived far to the east of here in the harbor city of... Provoker. These days I hear it's turned into a pirate's den. Well, that's no good. Look at her with that cute pink bow. Jolie, she's adorable. You've played all these, right? Oh, this is a house with no... Please rescue Lady Sarah. How do you know what my conversation with the king? You're missing some Game Awards top tier voice acting. Next year, I'll be up there with you guys. I can't go anywhere. This is like a church? Yeah. There are none in need of my services. Do not lose heart, brave warriors. Does he heal me? Our 6-year-old always asked to listen to retro Nintendo music in the car. And I want to crash into a tree just to break the stereo system, says Jolie. Oh, Alyssa says, you're either ignoring your Twitch stream chat is broken. Oh no, have you been talking on Twitch? Guys, there's this whole thing. I'm so sorry. It's on multi-stream. I should see it. I just refreshed it. It's working now. I see it now. That's crazy. Nobody ever gets on Twitch. Maybe that's why. Alyssa, let's recap what Alyssa has said. She says, sorry I'm late. Happy Wednesday, everyone. You can respond to each of Javier's comments on Twitter, Spencer. Warpath. Going to the dark side. She's been commenting forever. What are your expectations before you hit start? Release the combat episode. Oh my goodness, I've been ignoring you forever. I was on multi-chat. I should see you here. Well, I'm sorry. I see Kaiser Gamer too. Leave the poor man in his clinic alone. Yes. I don't know why it's showing up now. You just needed to mention Twitch's name and then it just reappeared. All good, Spence. I need to pay you back $1 now because you've been here this whole time. Get out of the way, man. The king truly believes in Lucan's prophecy. I needed to spend some money to get some attention. That's not true. I feel bad. You didn't need to. You never need to. Oh, look, another Mickey Mouse guy. Oh boy, wow. Sage Lucan said something about finding the crescent moon. Then he just up and left the town. They are the Mickey Mouse people. Dustin, that's a cute visual. Let's see. My current joy in life is listening to my 5-year-old try and tell Google to play Final Fantasy VII Remake soundtrack with a speech impediment. That's adorable, man. Our kids still struggle to talk to the speakers, and it's hilarious. Oh, please, you must rescue the princess. What do you guys sell? Oh, dude, find anything to your liking? Is this like how I buy spells? Oh, yeah, we are buying fire, and we're giving it to Dustin right now. Sleep? We're giving that. Oh, I was going to say, I guess it makes sense because it's like a white mage. I feel like puts all enemies to sleep. That seems overpowered. All of them? I don't know how the combat works. I don't know. I shouldn't be buying all this stuff if I don't know. Lowers the enemy's evasion. Deals lightning damage to one enemy. Yeah, all the stuff is working now. I can see what you're saying. Bigglesworth Triple Deluxe says, and with that, I'm off back to YouTube. Smoke bomb. That wizard voice is epic. My wife would disagree with that 13th try. Nice. Alyssa, where on earth did Biggles go? You'll never see him. Sparkling says, can you try voicing Mickey Mouse for men and Minnie Mouse for women NPCs? That's why you guys are here, just to hear me try and voice the characters. I can't do the Minnie voice. She's like, oh, Mickey. I can't do it. Don't give me sleep. I'll just use it on myself and try to get a good 8 hours, says Dustin. Okay, I won't give you sleep. Biggles Triple Deluxe is back. Hold on, before I go, you need to bop to, like, now Smoke Bomb. All right, it's working in chat now. I did nothing to change it. It's been on this the whole time, so something you guys did made Twitch chat work. Nice, Alyssa. Those are some good emotes. So this is a white mage. I get it. Whoa, the icons are even there. Check it out, guys. You've got like a black mage staff and a white mage staff. Get out of my way. Now we can buy you stuff. Kill chaos. We must kill chaos. Yeah, let me see. Well, we need Cura. Can I, like, ever change these around? Deals damage to all undead enemies. Raises one ally's defense. Raises caster's evasion. Gonna be our support character. Raises ally's defense. Just cast that on Zage. I don't know. I feel like I'm buying stuff without knowing. I'll get the defense up there. Evasion. Look at me, just going ham on that. Do I have to buy like weapons in the weapons vendor for the other guys? Dun, 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 dun. We're just going nuts, guys. Can I like steal something from the bookshelf? Welcome. Oh, the nunchaku for Dustin here. No, Dustin's the black mage. Sorry, Franco. Franco, our monk. It only costs 8? I can buy anything I want. Yes, I'm giving you the nunchaku. Hammer? A white mage can do hammer. Rapier. Accuracy. Whoa. Okay, we already have knife. Staff. You all have that equipped. Let's give you the rapier. Javier says, you guys are talking to the wind here? Sorry, but we all know Spencer is a cleric and a YouTube shipper. He hates Tifa and Twitch. And I don't blame him. No. Tifa's rad. Not my kind of girl. Okay. Rapier. I'm gonna give it to. Nope. Christian Bud says over under on the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth deep dive being finished before Spencer leaves the first down in OG Final Fantasy. Guys, I gotta get ready. I'm like one of those guys that, I gotta prep. Item. Can I give it to you? I'm just pushing buttons here. Equip. You get to have a nunchaku. Shield, arms, bow. Okay, cool. Oh, optimal. I can just say boom. Aren't, monks supposed to fight without anything? You get the rapier. You keep your stuff here. Let's see, magic is already equipped, right? Got it, already. Boom. And we just have fire for you. Okay? You can find me here on You can find me here on every stream. Are you talking about Twitch? You guys are nice. Okay, almost every stream laugh out loud, except this one. You guys don't have to boost my Twitch numbers. If nobody watches me on Twitch, it's fine. We had it there in case people found us for something, but I don't know how to advertise for stream numbers. Hey, you guys should watch us, please. Go to Twitch. It's if they find us, they find us. Boost the Twitch. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I think we're good. We bought some of. Let's go see if we can get the. I shall wield this rapier with much ferocity, says Sage. You will with your plus attack and evasion. Clothes, leather armor, dude. That's a big jump. We're gonna buy it anyway. Yeah, we're buying it. We've already got that, and we're gonna buy leather armor for our man Franco here. Look at us just getting set up for. I keep pushing start. Okay, equipped. Shield. Oh nope, arms. I will figure it out. I know what I'm doing. My evasion is not as good, but that's okay. You're not going to be evading anything anyway. Leather armor. They didn't sell anything for our heads, right? Just those. Okay. The monk will be stronger with bare hands as you level up. Okay, cool. That's fine. Tell me something. Hi there, I'm the dancer. I was lied to. I was told that the dancer would help me. I'm obviously confused about what to do. The views, man, the views. No, it's fine. But Alyssa Spencer is crashing out from shipping talk. We are doomed. Yep, no one will watch me now because I'm not gonna... Oh, guys, look at all the Mickey Mouses here. I have... To get into my Mickey Mouse voice, I have to say, oh boy, wow. I would be the most happy to teach you about equipment. Would you care to listen? No. If you need to know about items, you've certainly come to the right person. As long as you're here, why not here? Huh? Nope. I don't need to know about items. Oh, I want to know about monsters. There are many different types of monsters. Different types have different weaknesses. I can't keep doing this. Finding the monster's weakness will help you gain the upper hand in battle. For example, aquatic monsters are susceptible to lightning. This is very Pokemon. It was super effective. Casting thunder on these monsters will deal particularly heavy damage. Some weapons are also more effective against certain monsters. What weapons? You just have to tell me. Yeah, tell me about magic. Black and white. White is comprised of healing and defense spells. Well, I feel like I gotta go back and get thunder now. However, any given character can learn 3 or 4 spells in particular magic level. The tutorial was the best part of the game. This is turning into Kingdom Hearts. That would be an epic stream, because then we would, I'd have my Mickey voice. But apparently Mickey's not a big part of that, and nobody can do the Donald voice. Those poor voice actors who have to do Donald's voice. They're just ruined for life. You can use Forget command to wipe your memory of any spell you've previously learned. If you want to relearn a spell you've previously forgotten, you can do that too. Try to choose a combination of spells that works well for your fighting style. That's cool. I like that. Please come in and we'll charge you 30 gil per night. No. Is it like kind of D&D rules, like long rest or something? Give me back stuff. Hang on. I'm just going to go to the black mage vendor real quick. I promise we'll leave. So Zage, you're over under. We will go an adventure. We gotta get thunder. We just gotta give it to Dustin, you know? As far as sleep, I feel like sleep would be good. I kind of want to give you sleep, but I will honor Dustin's. You know, he said no. You can get sleep. No, I won't do it. I won't do it, Dustin. Is this Spencer Fantasy? But you can do the Donald voice. That's job security. There you go. That's true. Spencer shipping fantasy. I'm done with the shipping, Alyssa. I'm done. Get some sleep. All right, you guys tell me to get sleep. Now I'm nervous. Okay, I'll go get it. And I'm leaving this town for good. We're going to get into that well eventually. You guys know it, right? I feel like it'll help us out, you know? All right. I spent all my money. Now how do we get it back? He's going to rename the Princess Zelda. My favorite series. I've forgotten all about Zelda because I just want to hang out with this girl. The dancer. She's playing hard to get because she doesn't want to dance. Do I get random encounters when I hang out here, Pokemon style? You said you'd rebuild it, King! I did get random encounters. Ooh, Goblin Guards. Okay, is there like speed? Wait, let's hear this. Listen to this. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling. We're gonna go after this guy. Did anything happen? I just said attack. Dude, like, you have to set up your attacks and then we just let them all go? This is true turn-based, y'all. Magic. Do I have, like, Cure, Protect, Dia? These guys are not undead. Right? Is there any way for me to, like, defend? Attack with a staff? Magic. Protect. Who are they going to attack first? I don't know how this combat works. Turn-based, baby. We can just set the controller down and nothing will happen. It's only been an hour and a half, Alyssa, and I'm already missing my shipping rants, knowing they won't come back. You guys can. I will talk about how I feel about the characters, but I'm not gonna like try to belittle people for having an opinion. That's the only thing. I don't think I ever did that, but you know, I just yeah, the OG system. Protect, parry it. They're not undead. Cure. But it's like I don't need to cure anyone yet. So I just don't know who they're gonna attack. Yeah, Alyssa's only been here for 10 minutes, you guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. See, I'm attacking this guy. I don't know how many of my attacks I should concentrate on one. I'm just gonna see how strong my attacks are against this one guy. We'll let you do some fire on this guy. Oh, did he hit you? Okay. Don't really understood what just happened. We did okay. We got Gil and experience. Bum ba dum da dum bum 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 ba dum. Da dun da dun da dun dun. Yeah, I'm actually into this. I'm having a good time. I was like, am I going to be able to deal with this? All I want to do is battle now. All I want to do is figure out the combat system. Ah, red goblins. Here we go. See, okay. So I set them to attack and they just kind of like automatically did that. Jeez, my arm fell off. What are you talking about? Look at Franco's amazing flex sprite though. Yeah, dude, he is kind of like showing off. Although I do hope that the days you watch and react to some shipper crash out vids, they are both scary and hilarious. See, but am I like a shipper to... I've crashed out, right? On shipping? He's hooked. We got him. This is good. I'm having a good time. Okay. So if I set them to attack, do they just continue to attack until all the enemies are done? Because I was thinking it's like you give them a command, they can attack, right? And then they will do that until it's over. I don't know who goes first. Is there speed? Is there... I don't know. Okay, attack this guy here. Defend, flee. You're gonna attack this guy. You are going to... Oh, nope. We're gonna have you cure our man Dustin here. And you can use... Does he have, like, mana? Can I just constantly use this as much as I want? What happens if I just put them all to sleep? Maybe it's the order in which I, like, arrange my characters. So if I wanted, like, Dustin to go first, I have to change the order? Dang. Sleepy. Do you sleep? He missed the accent. He's missing the accent, Javier, but yes. Would you say Spencer is a reasonable Clareth? So funny, reasonable Clareth like reached out to me and was like, "Hey man, you like inspired me to make content," which was fine, but I was like, that just paints me as such a Clareth or whatever. I haven't watched much of his stuff because I don't consume the shipper stuff, you know. But yeah, you have 2 for the first level. Okay. Would you say Spencer is a... No, okay, gotcha. That's not me. You guys like think that's like me in the background? If I did, I'd have a good like British accent. Here. I saw it on stream. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Who goes first? I am Zage right now. I'm attacking the goblin. What if I just... Let's do something here. This is how... Defend. 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 So he missed. The goblin got to go, but he missed Dustin. They're just going for you, Dustin. Level up, everybody. Sage, look at you. Is this like one of those random stats? Like every time you level, you get like your strength increased and your stamina increased, but maybe you level up another time and your intellect doesn't go up or whatever. Things I need to learn. See? Franco only got... His luck only went up. He didn't get double. And... Okay, Sparkle Zone. C-Dub-A-Dub is playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Should we hang out with him? And Dustin, your intellect went up. They're jealous of my hat. They want that, man. Okay, we're so strong. All right, let's go explore. These guys are pushovers. This is like the overworld, the world map. Go explore. Ah! 4 of them! What are we gonna do? I feel like... Now, I see... who's gonna go first? You can attack this top guy. I want you to... protect Dustin. And Dustin, I want you to... See, I'm out of something. Wait, I can't do it. Deals fire damage. This is how I learn. Level 8? What is happening? Do I only have 3 uses of it? Because it says 0 of 3. Is that what I have to go, like... Monk is a scalar? What is happening? You're so strong now, Dustin. Oh, they went after. Wait. You killed him with 1 hit and 8. You're out of level 1 magic. Okay. You... Dustin, you just whacked him with your staff for 8 damage and he died. What the heck? These guys are pretty weak here, huh? So how do I get more magic back? Do I have to? We don't need it. I can just whack them with the staff and they die. Can I hang out in the mountains? You should be proud, Commander Spencer. Inspiring reasonable character is a good thing. He is one of the more objective content creators of the shipping community. And you don't know if you know he works at a game developer company. He creates games. All right, cool. No, I don't know. No, he was really nice. He sent us like a message and was like, just tell like, he was talking to Jolie and he was like, tell Spencer. Like, he inspired me and I was like, oh man, what have I done? And all I did was like coming and being like, everyone likes Tifa because they're gooners. Biggle says, I'm glad the game is running at 60 frames per second, otherwise my eyes would be bleeding. You talking about this? I just don't, okay, I don't understand who attacks first. I need to understand systems. See, I'm just gonna attack every single person. So boom, 10 kills him. But he went for, so that goblin went. Hit, hit, hit. Okay. I guess it doesn't, we don't know who goes first on their side. We just kind of guess. I'm glad this game is running. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Check. Oh, yeah. We got to go to this place. What? Isn't this where Garland is? Chaos Shrine? We got to kill Chaos. Oh, a Gigas Worm. I'm glad the game. Oh, I keep reading that. Okay. So how big is the world map in this? Chaos! We gotta kill Chaos, guys. Let me know if I'm just running into... I'm just gonna attack him. Like, he went first. Ouch! Dude! Is Dustin dead? Dustin's dead. What happens when you die? He just ate you, dude. Look at his mouth. He's just like, he ate you for lunch. All right, well, we just got gear checked hard, everybody. Hardcore gear check. You have played the new Tret mod for Final Fantasy VII OG? I have not. You let Dustin die, but not me. Alyssa wanted to die so bad. Does he ever come back? Well, guys, I'll see myself out. Everyone say bye to Dustin. We said goodbye to him last stream when he didn't leave either, so. All you guys can do is attack. Magic. I'm all out of magic. Maybe I should have been a little smarter about this. Items. I don't have any Phoenix Downs. Oh, dude, I'm gonna die. Well, Dustin, you did good. Everyone leveled up except for you. Sparkle Zone's still alive. Are you gone? So I gotta get out of here. What happens? This game has permadeath, Spencer. Beware. Does it really? Look at you. No, he's still with us. That's so funny. If I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it back to town. Attack. Oh, I'm attacking the wrong guy. Okay. Chill. Chill's age. Attack here. You attack here. And you attack this guy. See, why do they get to go first, these goblin guards? Oh, we didn't get them. We didn't get him. You need to defend. Bum. A little bit of black humor. I'm struggling over here, says Sage. I don't know. Oh, we got a potion. I should have bought some instead of buying all this armor stuff. We need to give you items. Use a potion. Restores 50 HP. Okay. I'll use it. There you go. All better. Dustin's poor character portrait. Let's. Oh. I think you can go to the church in town, I think. You know! We're going to save your life! We made it. Wait. Oh, I can't go in that way. No! No, I have to fight 5 of them! No! Take him out. Yeah, miss. Whack him good with your staff. I just wish I knew who it could be first. The best part of it is I look like I'm in a perpetual faceplant. It does look like you're in the middle of an animation, like you haven't quite hit the ground yet, because your hat hasn't like come down yet, right? Because when you fall, your hat is not in motion yet, because all we know of Newton's what is it? Third law? Object in motion. What is it, guys? I feel like Toolman would know. Yeah, but it looks like it hasn't like come crashing down yet. You know, he's still in. If I was drawing someone, it's like he's diving down and his legs are still up. Oh, that's funny. I appreciate your deep dive analysis. This is why I subscribe. Only here, folks. This could be it. Zenman says loud, laugh out loud. Laughing my A off. Sorry, right when you almost made it back to town. This is really good streaming, guys. We should not have played Remake. Should have played this. All right, we need your services. Save Dustin's life. Do you wish to resurrect Dustin? It will cost 40 gil to resurrect Dustin. Do I even have it? Yeah, I have it. Arise, fallen warrior. That was exclamation mark. I should have been. Arise, fallen warrior. He's old, you know. Pause menu. Why does it tell me to do that? Oh, dude. He doesn't give you full life. Use those crystals you're holding, man. Oh, how much money do I got? I'm rich. Let's all have a nice sleep at the end. Let's see if it gives my magic back. Maybe I should have talked to these Mickey Mouse wizards. Yeah, I'll sleep. Listen to the end music, everybody. Oh, they got 4 beds for everyone, and we did a little dance. Look at us. Boom. Do I have my magic back? How do I tell? Yep, I do. 3 out of 3. I only can use 3 times? How is that even a thing? All right, let's go back. I need to get some stuff, guys. Some items. This economy is hard, Spencer. You can revive, but don't push for full health. Okay. Oh, I see this. Newton's third law? I don't know. Something about figs? You know what I'm talking about. Ether restores 1 MP for each magic level. So that's a thing. So if I want to cast another spell, I only get 3 spells? Dude. As a woman of integrity, I vote for cheating here. Wait, what's the cheat? Just take what you can and run. Or just cheat. What am I supposed to cheat on? I don't understand. How do you cheat in this game? We gotta do it the real way. Here's poison, darkness, silence. We need a few of these. We're running out of money hardcore, guys. We just gotta grind. Phoenix down is 500 gil? Go to the menu and of quality of life. I'm amazed at how much I enjoy this game every time I play it. What's up? That's from Denglong Fist. What's up, Denglong Fist? Yeah, this is a good time. I'm actually having fun. But I spent all my money on potions. Did I get some other stuff? You know, if you can afford it, get an antidote. We'll get ourselves some eye drops. Can't afford anything else. Go kill some more things. All right, back to the world. Well, that was. Should we go the other direction? That other thing killed me. Oh, I can't go that way. Oh yes, it's a crazy horse. Let's fight the crazy horse. Bum, bum, bum. This music does slap. In the main menu, you can raise XP guild earnings among other cheats. Why would I cheat? You guys want me to cheat? Are you guys bored? Or are you just trying to say, like, the playthrough that I'm doing is so boring because I'd have to grind? Can we... I feel like Pokemon, I want to capture the crazy horse. I don't want to use my magic on just, like, random enemies. We'll just attack them. 2 hits. This crazy horse is not going down. There we go. Toolman says, any Black Hills enjoyers? I don't know what you're talking about, so obviously I'm not one of them. I knew I was going to enjoy this stream, but I'm really enjoying it. My stomach hurts from laughing. The audio commentary is epic. You're being way too nice. I am not being funny. Just saying. You're giving me way too much credit, man. Okay, we're blocked by mountains there. I have to go here! Preemptive strike! Dun, 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 dun. What? I just feel like I just need to attack these guys. Why would I waste magic on... Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh man. Everyone but Dustin. Because he died. Alright. We're only recommending Spencer. You are steering the bow. You are in charge. Dude, you're doing voices and missing quoting Einstein. This is gold. I don't know if I'm doing voices. Controls. Where do you guys want me to go? You want me to go to like do cheat menu? What is this? Let's see. Someone told me earlier. Sage was saying something. In the main menu, you can raise XP guild earnings and other cheats. Is this the main menu? I can? Walk. Control bestiary. Or is it like the return title? Boost. Change the balance on a variety of game settings. Please note that this may have an effect on progression through the game. Encounters on, off. If you don't have encounters on, do you just like walk through and experiencing the story? XP? Okay, wow, holy cats. And Gil. It just sounds wrong. You guys want me to do this? I feel like I wouldn't experience the game how it was meant to be played. Gil forever, Spencer. Gil. I just feel like, yeah, I think I should just play the game as it was meant to be played, guys. But look, I really can't go anywhere here, right? Because the bridge to the north of the kingdom is taken away. So I have to go here. And the first, like, beast killed me. Purity is overrated, but you two use this. You just want me to get through more of the game, and you're afraid that I'll get burnt out from grinding. Admit it, Biggles. Admit it! We'd miss out on this awesome tune, though. Oh, we're leveling up quick. See? All right. I know you will, says Biggles. All right, we're in the Chaos Shrine. We're going to go quick. I'm going to go here. Oh, no, we're going to die. Aw, we've seen these guys before. Let's see if they're stronger here in this. So wait, why did you guys go first? I need to know. Okay. So the last person to go was Franco. So if I'm right, we're gonna have Sparkle Zone go first next. Oh yeah, go here, dude. Give me that chest container. Leather cap! Well, we are equipping that leather cap. Yeah, this game rules, dude. Okay, equip. Head. Defense is up to 2. I feel like we got to give it to Dustin because he's so frail, you know? We can't see him faceplant again. Right, Dustin? All right, leather cap is equipped. Well done. We just know you can't kill Chaos. Not with that attitude. Oh, guys, I can kill him. Javier says, and now you are in for some hard shiz in this castle, Commander. Whatever. I got the leather cap. Okay. Oh! Holy cow. I feel like the wolves are the real threat. The werewolves. Okay, so we'll see. This is just me saying Sparkle Zone will go. Attack this guy. But I could be totally wrong. You and you attack this guy. Nope. Oh! We're gonna die for sure. Dustin, no! I gave you the leather cap, it did nothing! I don't know what's happening. Love the enemy sprites in this game. Okay, that did not go as well as I had hoped. Can't wait for them to finish Remake because the Strange Paradise streams will be peak. Wow, we'll see. Commander Spencer, will we have the TV in the background for the Friday stream? Are you worried because I don't have it up? Right there. Jolie was very upset that I did not have the TV in the background. Oh, man, like, look at this. They barely touched anyone, and then poor Dustin. Just dead. I don't know how much of their HP is gone. They, like, poisoned you, too, man. Missed. Missed. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got you. Oh my gosh, they're still not dead. What is happening? We gotta kill these werewolves. I smell the claws of death here. I'm not worried about the goblins. Magic. Raise the defense. I feel like I have to cast it on myself here. Ugh. You don't like this. So I don't know if the animations were the same, but I dig them. Oh my gosh, he's not dead. This is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like. Miss. Why did she go? I need to know. I need to know. I need to be able to expect like what's gonna happen. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Bum bum bum. The game is pretty close. Only more color and better resolution. This is cool. I would have like been way into this as a kid. All right, so Franco's definitely going down if we don't fix that little poison. Look at that cute little poison sprites on Franco. Item. Antidote. Get out of here. Oh, you're down to 2. Oh, I should probably... See, now here's the thing. I've got, like, Zage here, and I don't know if he's going first. If I knew that he would go first, I'd be like, okay, I'll just use a potion, you know, on Franco, but I'd rather use Zage's attack to go after these guys. But I don't know who's going to go next. I need to know these things. Will I ever know? Chat, I need to know. Because then I'm feeling just nervous. Like, do I give it to him? then... Okay. Good thing I gave it to you because now you went last. How was I supposed to know that? Poor Dustin. We should just protect you from the beginning. I think it's a function of agility and equipment weight. Okay. But then how do I know when the enemies are going to attack? We keep leveling up except for Dustin. Oh, you're never going to get there. Oh, guys, it's going to be painful. I got to get out of here. Oh, my gosh, ambushed. By Black Widows. Oh, we're doomed. Attack them. Magic. What do we got? We've only got 2 out of 4. They are not undead, I'm guessing. How much does cure do to someone? Dude, Zage needs some freaking cure. Ugh. 31. We're just going all out attack. Yeah, get out of here. This is fun. I can see myself grind into this. You guys, I might be into this game. Might be into this. This does not feel like modern Final Fantasy, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Bum, bum, bum. Does it really matter? Ka-cha! 2 hits. Did I hit you for 62 damage? When it says 2 hit, 1 hit. So many things I need to learn. Dustin is living my dream right now. Just die. That's a funny joke, Alyssa, because you wanted to die. And I never let you. Yeah, I had ways to help my people, okay? Dustin says I might be faking it. It sounds like something I do. You're just chilling. You're like, I don't want to participate in this. Well, the game was my first approach to Final Fantasy. My father rent this game, something really rare. My father is a bit cheap. That's awesome. Okay, so you played this first. I was drawn to this game because of the cover. Yeah, it was really satisfying to play, in my opinion. Never got tired. I'm like having a good time. Like, this could be a thing. I thought that like it would be cringy, but I could see myself just, we're going to bed, you know? Like grinding and leveling up. I know that's to people that sounds dumb, but I'm actually kind of into that. I hate that I can't go in this way. Oh my gosh! They do not want me to survive. What is this? They haven't been that powerful, but jeez. Oh my gosh, here it comes. The game like knows that I'm trying to get back to the village so I don't die. Oh, how funny. Well, we gotta cure Zage. She's the only one that's gonna keep us up. See, we all went first. We're higher level probably. See this, okay, Jolie grew up on like these type of Final Fantasy games. Well, she played Final Fantasy VII, the original, and no, she played 8 first, then 7, I think 9. I think she went back then and was playing some of the original stuff. And I remember seeing her play these type of games like on her iPad or something. And yeah, she did play 8 first. I misspoke. But this is like the Final Fantasy, the way Jolie goes into it. She always has items, and she always has like, she knows like the spells that work against certain people and things. That feels like it comes from these games, right? And always in the new games, I remember her lamenting in 16 where you would fight certain creatures and they wouldn't have weaknesses to certain spells, right? So like if there was like an ice thing and you hit it with fire, it wouldn't do anything different or stuff like that, right? But this feels that, you know, kind of old school, thunder will hurt someone that's like a water type. I mean, Pokemon style, right? But like they were telling us. So Jolie's playstyle of having items and using all this feels like it comes from this era, which is cool, but... Alright, attack that guy, and then attack that guy, and then attack That guy. They're only hitting us for one. These guys are chumps. It scared me a little bit. Dustin is going through his 9 lives very quickly. I don't know if that's true. I think I can just always resurrect him, but man. I'm into it, guys. I'll tell you. Dustin says, I feel like my class is really really accountant, and the real Warriors Light picked me up in the cosplay convention. They were like, here, we've got an extra crystal. Come on an adventure with us, Dustin. Final Fantasy VI is really similar to this game, Spencer. Better graphics, better spells and animations, but basically the same. Final Fantasy VII came out and changed the basic formula. Gotcha. Well, I played 6, but I remember being like frustrated with the random encounters. I played like 2 random encounters and I stopped playing, but I watched like the intro cinematic. How much money did we get, guys? Oh, dude, we're almost to 500 gil. All right, to the church. Hey, can you tell me anything? Hi there, I'm the dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? You were supposed to tell me stuff. Get out of my way. This is my least favorite part about the game. Having to wait for the NPCs to move. Yes, we will resurrect. Arise, fallen warrior! Dustin, you're back, my guy! Now, the thing that is really going to bother me, though, is that... Okay, where do I see levels? Yeah, everyone's level 5, and Dustin is always going to be behind now, no matter what. And it bothers me. I'm like... so bad. You know what words we need to say to your black mage since divorce? No, Jolie is agreeing with me tonight, all right? Yes, waste my money. And everyone else. Why? I want everyone to live. Hey, everyone's got their magic back. See, I feel like if I knew Dustin was going first, let's take a look at this. Stats. Okay, let's take a look. Your agility is 5. Agility is 6. Agility 6. Agility 10. So basically, Dustin just has terrible stats. His intellect is high, so he does high magic damage. His luck is 10. Does agility make you go soon, or is that your evasion stat? See, this is another thing that bothers me about games. There should be a legend, like you should be able to go over on strength and say, like, what does strength do? It's like, this increases your attack by this much. Agility raises your evasion, or whatever. I know that there's an evasion stat, but I didn't know if that... I don't know. Defense... Get better equipment for Dustin Spencer. Defense need to be up. Alright. I'll do it. Poor Dustin. We're just gonna, like, put you in chainmail even though you can't equip it. Just, like, stand to the side and don't die. We're gonna put you in this gold armor, Dustin. Agility makes you go quicker. Evasion increases dodge. Okay, that makes sense. But see, you can't equip leather armor, right? Defense is up. Weight is up. Can you put it on them? And then it just, like, you can't do anything? Just let me hold it. I can hide behind it. Is there a non-in-game glossary? I don't know. No yellow tape on this beauty. I don't want to spend money on it if I can't. Nail interwoven. That's fun. Because, right, it's like... Maybe you can equip it, but it just has, like, the arrow down. Like, that's not what is good for you. Oh, I can sell stuff. Yeah, I don't want these knives. Okay. Clothes. I'm guessing you can't sell stuff that you have equipped, but we'll find out. Staff. Then it's keeping, yeah, so it's keeping the ones that I'm not using. And the ones that are grayed out are the ones that I have equipped right now. Now, these games were so diabolical that they would tell you what they were supposed to do, then do nothing, or the complete opposite. Okay. As the most intelligent party member, He plays dead all the time, so the enemies never attack him. That's right, Chocobo. Maybe you need to buy a glossary in old times. No. Uh-oh, okay. I mean, I could buy that for him? Is that, like, the right move? And then it just lowers his, stats? Feels wrong, guys. Feels wrong, see? Like, there's, like, maybe that's just, like, attack is up. I should just get you... I should get Sparkle Zone Hammer, at least, right? I mean, since it's the remaster, isn't there some sort of tutorial if you back out? Well, I know there's some wizards that tell me about stuff. I mean, the best way to go about it as early as also is to defend. Okay. I see what you're saying. So I can have my other guys attack and then you just kind of hang back and survive and get leveled up. All right, I bought you a hammer. The rest is, as they say, history. Eye drops. It's kind of fun. Like, you go out on this adventure. That's the only place I can go, and I need to keep going, slowly working my way through that dungeon. I prefer supervise, says Dustin. I mean, the best way to go... Oh, gotcha. Supervise you till you're ready to nuke everyone with your magic. Oh, they're just so expensive. A sleeping bag. Partially restores the party's HP. Can only be used in the field. Tent. That's cool. Look at this stuff. I need my antidote. And I'm just gonna get a little bit every time I come back to town. Ether. Ooh, that was pricey. That hurt a little bit. That hurt. Okay. Seems the game should explain what agility does. I don't know. I feel like a lot of RPGs like don't tell you. Okay, I'm gonna try something. This could be a total... What if I just buy chainmail and then oh, you can equip it from here. That's cool. And we go over to Dusty and we say, oh no! I can't do it. I wasted all that money. Whip. I can't do it. It won't let me put it on you. No. Hey, but you can do the thing where your evasion goes up if I take your clothes off. Not sexual in any way. It's fine. Javier says, only so that you don't have to go to church that often. I know. You love going to church, Spencer. We need to get to... Guys, you don't realize I'm having a good time. You're trying to make me cheat? Dumb question, Spencer, but have you saved? I don't save very often, you're right. We've already been playing an hour and 11 minutes, guys. Not interested. Guess we're not savers in the OG Final Fantasy like the later. I forget to save, you're right. Okay, Jolie would be very upset with me. Well, I just wasted my money because I can't equip you with heavy armor. So, you guys say I need to equip him with better stuff, but I can't. Right? See? I tried to buy him more armor, but the only thing he can equip are clothes anyway. Get some of your money back, Chaos. I'm just still upset about this well. This is like Chekhov's gun right here. Is that the term? They're setting the gun on the mantelpiece and saying like it's going to be fired in the third act, and this is like it's a well. It looks like it looks like you could climb inside, but you can't. Really. Yeah, I still live by the autosave. All right, I'll get some of my money back. We need to rob a bank soon. But it doesn't matter because all the stuff I have. Sell chainmail. Okay, that's a reasonable amount. I thought they'd give me like $5 for it back. Okay. I mean, you guys say I should be cheating for like stuff. Is it just so I can have like unlimited potions or something? That would probably be the best thing to do. Get more potions so I can last longer in the dungeons. I'll get 3. How's that? Let's see how long that lets me last. Let's go! It's the only place I can go. I'm not crazy, right? That's the only place I can go right now. The wolf. Wolf got to go first. See, but I thought Zage's agility was the highest, so shouldn't he have gone first? Or is it because he's wearing heavy armor that it's like lowered? I need to know these things. Yeah, I can do outside grinding. I will play this game. I'm actually having a great time. You guys might think I'm joking, but this is fun. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, that was a hard hit. 15. 2 hits, 76. Man, they're going for you hard. Sparkle, what are we gonna do about that? Come on, level up. So close, Dusty. All roads lead to chaos. You level up more if you're like in the forest. The tall grass in Pokemon. Whoa! Preemptive strike, look at these boys! Skeleton. I wonder if like my little beatboxing is on beat, you know? So when I'm doing stuff, you're like, oh, he's totally off. There's like a delay. But for me, I'm jamming out. Sparkle Zone. All right, Sparkle. Should we waste some magic on these skeletons? How hard are they gonna be? Potion gives back how much? 50 HP? I'm gonna wait off. Didn't even need to worry about it. Didn't even need to worry. We need to level up Dustin before we go in. Do you get all your health back when you level up? One of my friends from work is actually getting back into turn-based games. He's going to play Chrono Trigger for the first time. I have never played Chrono Trigger, and I would like to, actually. Because everyone loves it. I do enjoy turn-based. There's something just very calming and enjoyable. You can just sit back and just, you know, work your way through a turn-based game. You'd like Chrono Trigger, and Alyssa, that's awesome. Yeah, highly recommend it as you to you as I did with him. Yeah, I know that Chrono Trigger is one of the all-time greats. All right, Dustin has leveled up, but then, oh, you leveled up, but you don't get to keep your health doesn't go up when you level. You just have a bigger health pool. That's diabolical. What if I just defend? Dustin just hangs back. Does your defense increase when you hit defend? You got hit for 3. Oh, we love Chrono, Alyssa. Dangerous territory playing that game. Pure addiction, says Javier. How do I suddenly have second most HP? I don't know. You leveled up, but I'll take it, man. Probably because I gave you a leather cap, or maybe that just raises my defense. Your defense. But you do have more gear than everyone else. And you still keep dying, Dustin. Sparkle Zone just does her job without complaining. I'm just calling Sparkle Zone like a female. I don't know why. I don't know if Sparkle's a female in chat. But see, now I feel like I have to go back and I just rest a lot. He was looking for someone to play on his retro handheld, and we talked Pokemon before, so I was like, give Chrono Trigger a try. Yeah, I feel like Chrono Trigger and like Final Fantasy are like the grown-up Pokemons, you know? Yeah, I'll pay you. Best RPG game of the old school days. My second favorite is Final Fantasy VI after Chrono. There's always that debate, right? If it's like Final Fantasy VI versus Chrono Trigger, which one's better? The Final Fantasy gods have pity on me. They do, Dustin. All right, we're oops. Should we see if anything news happened at the kingdom? Welcome back to Castle Corner. I want to say Corneria. Is that like the Star Fox name? I need to speak with the king. The warriors of light. I don't remember the voice I was doing. Have come at last. No, it's the same guy. Same talking points. I missed the SNES days, but I got into it when my DS came out. Yeah, I didn't have a DS. I had a Game Boy Color, and I didn't have a Super Nintendo. So I missed that entire generation, and I never had this game for the NES. But I did love my NES. Miss. Oh, Zage, they're taking you out, man. Not cool. I didn't play Chrono 2. I heard it sucked. Oh, you're talking about Chrono... Is it Chrono Cross? Is that what it was? I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah, Chrono Cross. Yeah, I haven't played it either because I heard it wasn't like Trigger at all. That's what I heard as well. Oh, you guys are all about to level up, except for Dustin. Okay, let's go back to the dungeon. We gotta get there because we have all of our potions. It's a crazy horse! Preemptive strike. We're all gonna attack you, crazy horse. Except for Dustin, you need to defend. Protect yourself. I like how I could say, could I just have Dustin flee? It says I can have somebody flee. Does that make you just go away? You probably don't get, the XP or something? Dustin, you got... Get your shiz together, man. We gotta fight chaos. I wish Square didn't stop the DQ-style Chrono remake mod people were working on. The Dragon Quest-style Chrono... Is that with the Akira Toriyama art, Alyssa? I liked Chrono Cross, but it was not Trigger. It was good if you don't lean on wishing it was a sequel. Cool, so you just have to play it, without hoping it's similar. That's hard, though, because, Okay, let's go this way. Fast. Ugh! It's just a bunch of wolves, guys. I'm okay. Wolves are not scary. We're good. Oh, Sparkle Zone, you have 0 HP. When did that happen? Thought we were doing good. Oh, it's because you leveled up, right? Sparkle. Well, we're gonna need your help. Potion first. See, why did Dustin go first there? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Missed. I'm just living the cardinal rule of black magery. Overpromise and under-deliver. Yeah, it already had a Akira Toriyama art, Spencer, but it was more of the style of the Dragon Quest 8, I think. Gotcha. Well, I know that Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger all have the Akira Toriyama art. I know that. I just don't know. Sparkle, you missed. How dare you? Okay, next level soon. Dustin, you're surviving? Oh yeah, let's go, 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 go. Go in. Door has been secured with the Mystic Key. Not the Mystic Key. Oh! Look at these guys, zombies. I know what to use. Magic. Deals damage to all undead. Wipe them out. And just defend yourself here. Oh, these guys are weak. Oh, nope. Yeah, I would have preferred to, have you use D at the beginning. Look at the animation! Woo! Sparkle, you lived up to your name right there. Alyssa says, yeah. Driving home. Okay, be safe, Alyssa. I don't know if it's possible to make a worthy sequel to Chrono Trigger. I don't even know if we need one. Yeah, that's like the, in case of emergency, break glass. Because people will go crazy for it. Right? Can I do potions outside of battle? So could I be like, all right, like, we're in the dungeons, we're in the deep, dark layers of whatever. Yeah, so it looks like I could. Gotta kill chaos! Aw, these guys don't scare me. Got him. They've already broken the glass. What, with Final Fantasy VII? I don't know, though. They have, but they, I'm on the outskirts here. I just feel like I need a Mystic Key. Oh, yes. All I want to do is... See, I just want... Can I just defend? Defend. Defend. Magic. Dia. Defend. I just want to get you to kill them all in one hit. Sparkle Zone! Look at that! Woo-hoo! Hee-hee! Well done. Oh my gosh. It is nerve-wracking every time, I will be honest. How we doing here on health-wise? I'm using up all my stuff. 2 out of 4. I could do Cure. Give it to Zage, but he's doing all right. I could give it to Franco. He's still doing all right. I'm gonna hold off. Gonna attack. Attack. Nice hit. Okay. Yeah, that's what she's referring to. I think break glass in case of emergency was 7. But I think they always have another one up their sleeve, right? And I think Chrono Trigger is that one. I just need a port of Chrono Trigger to modern console surprise. We haven't gotten it yet. I know, there's some weird stuff with that, you know? That, like, you'd think that they'd give Chrono Trigger to the people, but they haven't. Climber says, I play Chrono Trigger on my phone with a backbone controller. It worked pretty well. Spark Zone is a fancy way of naming Loli. It did work out that way. I need a key, so help me. Yes! I got a potion. And I contained a tent! I can rest! Oh no! The werewolf killed me. The werewolf got me so bad last time. We're just going hard on the werewolf right now. And I just want to... I'm going to hit you with fire. Werewolf. Ooh. Nuke him. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Okay, we did all right. We did better, guys. See, isn't this cool to see you slowly improve? That's why I like these turn-based stuff, going in and out. It's all part of the leveling up process. Javier says free Chrono Trigger Square and release the trophyless Ernest. Yes. Chrono remake. Okay. Watch this, guys. Should I use the tent? Oh, I can only use it out in the field, not in a dungeon. Can I do a quick save? Quick save. Jolie would be so proud. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. What about that first enemy I fought when I got to the dungeon, man? That guy was gnarly. He just like ate Dustin in one hit. Sparkle Zone's going a little bit lower than health that I like. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use a potion. Don't blame me. Heals it for 50. No. Nope. Not gonna do it. don't know how. That'd be cool if there's like a taunt ability. I don't know. It's fun, but I'm like want a little more control. Oh, gotta kill Chaos. How do I not just use that ability? But it's probably just waste. These guys probably aren't very strong. Let's see. Zombie attack, 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 and attack. Let's see what happens. Oh nope, they're still up. They don't hit very hard. Hit them pretty hard. 9. Okay. Well, I know the undead worked on... Is Dia like Holy? Alyssa says, Alyssa, you better not be texting in your car. Yes, the Chrono remake. I don't think they'll ever do a sequel, especially now that Toriyama is gone. But do you think, like... all the Dragon Quest games are still going to have his style, you know? So I would imagine that they wouldn't ever say no to that, but maybe that's true. It'd be awesome. Got my vote, Javier. Commander Spencer is making excuses. Alyssa, since Commander Spencer completely ignore you in the beginning of the stream, I need you to back me up on the initiative of a live drawing stream. Oh, guys, no. No! Okay, let's go here. Is this Chaos? She's here! I'm nervous. I'm gonna die. Did I save it? Should have saved it. It's Garland! Okay, what's Garland's voice like? I was gonna do the cheeky little one. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine! That's not the cheeky little bladder's voice. Look at him! Who's there? Humph! The king's lapdogs, do you have any idea who you're messing with? That was the worst reading of all time. You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. Oh, we are fighting him. Jeez, I'm gonna die. So hard. Probably should have, Alright, Zage. Show me your, We are gonna die so fast, y'all. Alright, is he undead? Cure. Who are you gonna cure? Yourself? Magic. Hit this guy. Hit this guy with fire. How do you like that, Garland? 40, that's a good hit. Yeah, I'm gonna die hard. Oof. Okay, we're alright, we're alright, we're alright. Maybe we got this. Maybe. Maybe. You can potion yourself. Alright. What sort of magic we got? We got one left. I don't know if he's undead. How would I know? How would I know? Get cast in Final Fantasy 17 using a VO skills. And then leak info to us. It's a perfect plan. I'll do it on stream and they'll never know. Because nobody watches it. Look at that villain, Spencer. Sephiroth has nothing on Chaos. Yeah, he does look awesome. You're better off, Javier. Okay. Okay. Protect. I'm gonna say, let's do cure. Who do we want to cure? Franco's lower. Let's give it to Franco. No, Franco's using a potion on himself. Let's cure Zage. And then you just gotta... Should we try Thunder on him? Let's see how it goes. That was one extra than the fire. I'm starting to get cocky, but I feel like I shouldn't say anything. Alright, Franco. Show him what you got. We're out of magic. You just gotta attack. Thunder. Ah, dude! Dustin clutch! We beat the game! The princess is right there and Garland's dead. I just dropped my controller on the ground. Hopefully it's not broken. Woo! Woohoo! Well, you came to see it here, guys. This is where Final Fantasy started. Dude, Dustin, look at those stats. You beat the game, Sensor. Chaos is no more. Boom. We have the crystals. We have the princess. That was the game. You've come to rescue me? Chaos motivation is straightforward, Spencer. He kidnapped Princess Peach. Oops. Oh, sorry. Wrong game. It does feel like that. I'm Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. Words could never be enough to thank you. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. Game over. You must allow me to show gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. If we could just take her back, that's crazy. Is this? Oh my gosh! Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the Warriors of Light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety, if I may. Everyone get ready for the prophecy. When darkness veils the world, 4 Warriors of Light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. What are you talking about? I have the crystals. Restoring light to the crystals in our only hope of ridding the world of monsters which plague it. We really did beat Garland. I will have to bridge the north, rebuilt as promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals of the world. Okay, we have our objective. Guys, no. Wait just a moment. This loot has been entrusted to the Princess of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you in your journey. Sweet. This feels like a D&D campaign, you know? Getting cool items. We're saving people. We're fighting baddies. Why does the king sound like he just came out of the bathroom after eating some spicy tacos? Sometimes kings sound like that, Javier. Dude, guys. I thought... You didn't think that I could beat Chaos. You told me to cheat. Did I need that help? Now I've got like 800 gil, basically. I mean, we don't know he didn't. That's true, Dustin. Who knows what he got up to. All right, well, let's talk to Sarah some more. If you wanted, you could... Wait, if you wanted, you could... here in Cornelia. Dude, she's flirting with us. Guys! Sarah is into us. You should make preparations for your journey. Restore light to the crystals. Forget I said anything. No, it's nothing. Sage, she has the hots for you, man. Maybe Dustin too, but Dustin did get the final blow against Garland with his thunder. The dancing girl in town knows many odd bits of information. She does not. She just said that I wouldn't dance with her. Hee hee. Yeah, that is like making me feel like the dancing girl is more important than she should be. Sarah's thoughts are always with you. Yeah, she's telling me, man. Chicks dig scars. He loves Dustin. He's been killed twice and he's still standing. He's got stories, man. He's been places. Why does it? Oh, yeah. Did you defeat Chaos Monster? Did you? Yes, I did. I might mess around and become the prince. Okay, Sage. Sage doesn't want to continue his journey. Let's just end it here. That jingle looks like they were trying to avoid copyright issues for future Final Fantasy games. Are you sure, Spencer? Well, oh, wait. Can I go, like, back down here? I have new places I haven't been! New guards! The Warriors of Light I can't thank you enough for saving Lady Sarah. Sarah, man, what a generic name. Is that what was her name? And probably the localization team. What do all the guards just thank me? I've been assigned to an important task defending Castle Cornelia. I want to say Cornelia. Be honest, I'm a little nervous. I'm not up to task. Let's go talk to everyone and see how they feel about it. How do you feel about me saving your sister? My sister's back, and it's thanks to you all. I could just kiss you. Mwah! Guys, we're getting kisses. We're getting kisses from the little girl. She seems a little too young for that. I've been assigned to a You said the exact same thing as this guard. Suspicious, a little. All right, what are you gonna say? The beautiful lute handed down for generations to the Princess of Cornelia is said to have unique power. It can shatter the gateway of evil. Oh. Fancy. Are you the Warriors of Light, the ones from Lucan's prophecy? The king sure seems to think so. The Warriors of Light. I can't thank you enough. All right, let's talk to Mom. I don't know if I could ever thank you for rescuing Sarah. That's all you're gonna say? You don't know? Well, at least she's honest. I'm just gonna take a nap here. Maybe I can I can get my health back this way. Okay. People are digging me. I'm cool. Let's go, go talk to some town folk. Oh my god. This game is rated. It's rated M. Look how quick they built this bridge back. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh, the guy that told us about the loot. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. Look at this. Guys, what an adventure. They're doing it. In real time. We get to watch it. Did they say they got rid of the bridge for a reason? I think they did say something, right? Oh man, it's pristine. They even put flags on it. This game is cool. If I would have had this as a kid for my NES, I would have died. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? 4 Warriors of Light are here. And they're here in Cornelia. We are, that's right. Alright. Oh, you've already told me that. Alright, dancing girl. She doesn't do anything! I'm the dancer. So you are still here? Okay, just kidding. Weren't you supposed to be crossing that bridge to the north? You must really want to dance with me. So is that going to be the joke? Every time I want to learn something about it, she'll give me some new information, and then she'll just say, you're not going there because all you want to do is hang out with me? Restore the crystals to grace. We have new items in town, or do I have to go to a new town? Same ones. Okay, we could sell some stuff. I never even equipped the hammer. What was I thinking? I'm so sorry, Sparkletone. This game's rated M. Where is your water, Commander? Died of happiness. I hope. Laugh out loud. Oh, guys, that's pretty good. Well, let's save it. Let's save it for now. Let me take what I wanted to do. How come I can't just save? Don't worry, that's not a glitch. That's just the noise I'm trying to press save. I can quick save, but I can't save. It kind of bothers me. Where's the hydrate button on this thing? You want me to hydrate? Are you talking about the water here? Let's take a peek at your self-reflection in the water. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Ugh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. Maybe she wouldn't talk to me because I was so gross. Nope. So, okay, I guess that's all I can do to quick save. It bothers me that I can't use the save function. Why is it grayed out? I did save, so it should be good, right? Check this out. I was looking at this earlier. Oh, yeah. Check out these. The bestiary, it kind of tells you, okay, so that's what you can do. You can go in and then you can say, like, okay, that their agility is 3, and you get to learn a little bit about them. Okay, this is like the Pokedex, man. Look at me. The Gigas Worm. Dude, he hurt. He had 56 HP. Those werewolves were tricky. Zombie. Garland was 12. We haven't got 11 yet. Interesting. That wasn't what I was gonna say. Look at this gallery, guys. This is rad. So you get some of, you know, the original artwork. This probably is only in the Pixel Remasters, but like, look at this, Princess Sarah. The Uncharted Lands, like that. That's like you're going on an adventure. Back in the day when it just had pixel art and then you had stuff like these illustrations, it's incredible, you know? That, you look at this, you just can kind of like, it washes over you and it feels like you're actually going on this amazing adventure, you know? That looks like an airship going to a city in the freaking sky. The Flying Fortress. Like, my brain's already going all over the place. How cool is that? Might be spoiling myself, but battling the dragon. Very Final Fantasy, or very fantasy like coded, you know. I know games have gotten away from this, but this is cool. That looks gnarly. I thought that was a Marlboro at first, but called the Ochu? I don't know. See, this is my lack of Final Fantasy. But this is awesome. Battling the Kraken. Check it out. It's a behemoth, y'all. If this was for the original Final Fantasy, they have stayed true to that illustration, which is very cool. That is very Final Fantasy. The Warrior of Light illustrations look closer to modern rendition of him, says Dustin. Yeah. You need to use your imagination, aid by artwork, because those early pixels, oh boy. But this is like kind of fun, right? Like, if you guys have ever played like a D&D campaign or something, I just played a D&D campaign recently and I actually didn't love it. It was just time consuming and it was like with my neighbor friends, which are cool, but it just felt like a chore, like I had to go do it with them. And every time I'd play, it was a good time, but you know. But I get the idea of it, right? You go on this adventure and it's all in your head, but these illustrations like just paint the world and it help fleshes it out, you know? Next time I see like a behemoth, I'm gonna think this illustration, you know? Javier says, Commander Spencer, did you fix the birthday squall Jolie broke? I didn't fix it. We could glue that little chain back on. Nobody sees it, so I don't really care. If she cares, we can glue it back on. The Cloud Sea Jin? Is that I'm guessing it's like pronounced like Jin with a Jin? Or is it the Jin? Chaos enthroned, guys. We don't have to worry about it. We already beat him. Yes, look at this. Is that 2006? Is these like these illustrations from they're more recent? Could be wrong. I think Dustin said something about that. Dustin said the Warrior of Light illustrations look close to the modern renditions of him. Maybe these ones are the ones that were more recent. Warriors of Light Combat Jin. So you can see him fighting. Just cool, man. Here's our goblin illustrations. Ooh, Basilisk. Those look like if you guys have ever played Dark Souls, those look like the Basilisk, like, you know, the guys that, I can't remember the cast on you, but if you die, you lose half your health. Gigas. Sahagin. Shark. Some of the bestiaries, the stuff that, you know, that are iconic Final Fantasy fiends weren't all the way there. I like Skeleton and Shark. I hated those things. They did Petrify and Dark Souls. Yes, okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? They look just like this. And that part is, like, creepy. The Crawlers. Hellhound. Okay, like a fired hound. Anaconda. Some of this stuff, Scorpion. There's a, Minotaur. They have like traditional D&D monsters. Trolls, Minotaurs. There's like a Manticore here. Ghost. I like this illustration of a ghost. I need monster name shenanigans. That would be good, Javier. There's our zombies. We fought them. Check it out. Like Medusa, So there's a lot of mythology stuff that they're pulling from. What is that? Rakshasa? Rakshasa. Probably saying that wrong. Sabertooth? A gargoyle. Dragon. Green slime. Is that like a slime from Dragon Quest? Doesn't look so cheery. Some of the fiends that you fight in Final Fantasy 16 remind me a lot of these illustrations. Like the tarantula. I don't know if we fight a manticore in 15, but you'll see what I'm talking about here. Barretta. Mummy. I just love that this is like the thing. A cockatrice. A tyrannosaur. It's gonna be great. Crocodile. There's like the Marlboro. The Ochu. Spencer, did you ever got project to create a bunch of monsters? No, I did not ever get hired a project to make monsters. Hydra. That's a very common one. This is like Soldier. What the heck is this? Some Eldritch Horror stuff going on right there. Okay, the Naga. If you've played 15, these are like prominent enemies, and they look exactly like this, like taken straight out of this illustration. If you guys have played 15, that's what they look like. Chimeras have been in a lot of Final Fantasy games and are cool like this. Mind Flayers are huge, but Mind Flayers are huge in Final Fantasy and Dungeons and Dragons, and a Golem. The Black Knight. What's up? Alyssa made it home safe. I don't know what the water droplets are about. She's just sweating from running home. Dark Elf. A Nightmare. That's the Crazy Horse. Lich. Oh, Javier asked for the hydrate button. Drink some water, Spencer. I didn't bring a water bottle down. See, look. I just have. You want some ASMR of some crinkly water bottle? Marlith. I feel like that's someone I see too. 15 had some fiends that I was like, yeah, that's a cool looking Kraken. I don't know. I'm just way into this art. Tiamat. Tiamat's a big, like, reoccurring character throughout Final Fantasy, but I don't know where they pull it from. There he is, guys. Chaos! We already killed him. That does look like Garland, but he looks a little freakier. Maybe I'm spoiling myself on stuff. He's the end. Welcome home. I'm glad you made it home, Melissa. Anyway, cool stuff. Guys, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I had a great time playing it. I could see myself like going through that game. So shout out to Yoshitaka Amano's amazing illustrations. And this game it's got sauce, man. It's cool. I always heard that it's like not very playable, but I've played Pokemon and it feels very Pokemon coded. And I went and did like a dungeon, and it's like advancing the world. The story's telling me stuff. I think it's cool. Is Pokemon so revered because it was like a handheld game, and it's just like you could collect the monsters and fight each other? Because I thought this would be like a step down in quality, and it doesn't feel that way. Maybe obviously I'm not playing the original version. This is like the Pixel remaster, but I think it's pretty awesome. I thought I would hop in and play and be like, I'm so bored out of my mind. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm actually enjoying myself. So I don't know. I'm surprised. Dustin says, good thing that whole Final Fantasy thing worked out. Yeah, good thing, man. Next Wednesday stream, Final Fantasy 2 or Stranger of Paradise. I can't just flippantly go into all the games. I'm having fun. Would you guys be like opposed if we just played this? Maybe I don't know. I don't know if that'd be super boring if I just played the original Final Fantasy. Because I could see myself leveling up and grinding and then like continuing the story on stream, but we don't have to. That I went back and forth because I didn't want like Wednesday streams to be a certain stream and then, you know, Friday streams to be the remake stream because we all voted on like remake as a collective channel. Like we're gonna watch remake, you know, and I didn't really let people vote. I'm just playing some of the old stuff. But I thought people wouldn't mind if I tested out the old Final Fantasy because I'm totally a noob to this series, right? Let's do a poll, says Javier. Stream Deck poll. I don't have a poll. I don't have it set up to the Stream Deck. But like, I don't know. I would totally watch a Strangers in Paradise, but I feel like I need to save Strangers in Paradise or Jolie because Jolie would love to play that game along with me, right? So if I'm gonna do Stranger of Paradise, then we need to finish remake, and do that. I also had another thought, like, you know how we have our deep dive discussions, and we talk about how, like, we talk about Final Fantasy Rebirth, and that's like the main content that we put out there. I thought it would be kind of cool to maybe do. I still am toying around with the call-in stream. Maybe you guys wouldn't want to do that, but I think it would be cool to have like a book club discussion of remake as we play through it. So like Friday streams are the remake. Me and Jolie talk about it and give our opinions, but then like on Wednesday we could have a segment where I have Discord or something and you guys could hop in, and if you wanted to, like, we could talk about whatever chapter we played or whatever. You know how we were like rating chapter 1? Like Jolie and I gave our thoughts, but it would be cool to like hear other people's thoughts if they wanted to. And you wouldn't have to call in or talk on a microphone if you don't want to or something. But I think it would be fun to hear from you guys because the cool thing about streams is like involving you know, and like I have a voice, but you guys are hilarious and you know way more about certain stuff. But it would be cool to like do a book club discussion with the community. So like as Jolie and I are playing remake, maybe we could do a segment where let's talk about chapter 1 and 2 or like catch up to the stream or whatever. And then you guys give thoughts of like, what did you like about chapter 1 of remake? Did you hate the part where Shinra takes over and they blow up the reactor instead of, you know, it being Avalanche's you know, choice? And I don't know, but maybe that'd be cool too. Javier just says we need a poll. When you feel like chanting or chatting and ranting, you rant cam. Yeah. Whenever you feel like playing. I don't know, like, so yeah, I don't know. Zage says he would love a full playthrough of this. Cool. Like, yeah, I don't know. I would totally play this too, you know, but I think this is not one that Jolie and I would go back to playing, and maybe we would, but I don't want to take away a bunch of Final Fantasy games that like maybe Jolie and I would play together or something, you know, because like I know she's playing through Final Fantasy 6 again, and I don't know if she'd want to replay that, but maybe we could get Ernest on a stream and we could play 6 together because that's his favorite game or something. But yeah, I don't know. Javier, a book club, color me intrigued. I can also I like interactive streams. Yeah. You go totally call in. That sounds fun. See, like, okay, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like you guys, as a creator, as someone who has a channel, it's like we're creating a community. If we gave you the ability to call in and talk about it, I need to figure out Discord and I need to figure out how we would do all that. But maybe for next Wednesday, we'll do something like, we'll talk about where we're at in Final Fantasy Remake, you know? And maybe we could have like chapters 1 and 2 where we discuss that, and then we'll catch up. We'll do 2 chapters on Wednesday each, and then maybe we can have some content where you guys tell us your thoughts. And so it's not just hearing Spencer, Jolie, and Ernest thoughts every time we do a deep dive, but you know, we could kind of do our own deep dives on stream a little bit, and then we flesh it out more. Anyway, co-stream Final Fantasy 6 with Ernest. Let's go. A test run next stream. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's say next Wednesday, we'll do a test run. If you guys are willing to help me out, that'd be great, because if nobody calls in, then it won't work. But maybe I'll do some Discord shenanigans this week and try and figure it out. And then we can see if we have you guys call in and figure out how we could chat. You know, you don't have to show your face. You don't have to do anything like that. I mean, maybe I won't even like if you want to, you can. But like, you know, like I have lights and all this setup, you know, and it's probably feel awkward. Like, you know, oh, I'm just here, you know. I think voices would probably be better, you know, but and I think you could just call in on your phone. I don't think it would be the worst thing ever, but we could try it. And if it's a disaster, it's a disaster. But I think it would be cool to hear from you guys, especially since we're going through remake again, and we're not doing deep dive discussions on it. Like Jolie and I play the games and we talk a little bit about it, but I think it would be fun to kind of have conversations about the deep dives that we're going through, because right now we're just kind of playing through them and then we move on to the next chapter. And maybe Wednesdays could be reserved for us to kind of, you know, go through our thoughts. Anyway, just a thought. If you guys are down for it, cool. Let's try it out. It could be a disaster, but yeah, it'll probably just be a vocal thing, so you don't have to worry about being on camera. Dustin says, yeah, I'm really excited for this. I don't have a good outlet for real Final Fantasy VII discourse. Awesome. Yeah. And like, you guys know way more about this game than I do, you know? And that's the cool thing about this community, because we all have different takes or whatever, and we can ask each other questions and have these discussions. So yeah, maybe I'll come with, okay, when I keep saying maybe, next week, let's do chapters 1 and 2 of Remake. All right. And Javier says, I will try not to say spoilers. I will bite my tongue. Laugh out loud. And yeah, and don't feel embarrassed. Like if you want to call in, but you're like nervous to like talk, like don't worry about it. I'm like a moron on stream for a few hours every time that we're here. So like, if you guys did want to, it's total, like you should feel fine and safe to share your thoughts here, you know? I'm not, and like, I won't like cut your voices out for permission. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Jelly would have to go into certain things like we can't use their, or they have to consent to us using their takes on clips or something. I don't know. And I'm like, don't think about any of the business side of stuff. I just think like, hey, let's just hang out, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But cool. Yeah, let's just do microphones and we'll try it out. I will. Yeah, Discord. Once we start up stream, I'll put the link to Discord in the chat and we'll figure that out. So when we want to talk about it, but Discord is not that strict. I know, and so this sounds silly because if you guys have made it this long for stream, like what we talk about, if we ever started a Patreon or whatever, then we would like allow Discord access as like a perk. But we don't want to give people Discord if we're going to use that for an incentive or like a paid tier option, right? And I think it would just be like the $1 or $2 tier or whatever. I don't know. Don't quote me on any of this, right? But I think there's ways to like give you links that let you come into our Discord for a little bit, but then when you leave, it like kicks you out or something. I don't know. I think it would be cool to have a Discord. I don't know, because a lot of people just have communities and they don't charge you anything for it. So anyway, yeah. So Alyssa says you can set up just a call channel for live streams. Okay, cool. Because I don't know if I just send a link out and then 100 people join because so many people are watching our streams. I'm kidding. But usually I would think like you'd have a waiting room and then I could pull people in who wanted to talk. Because the tricky part of everybody having an opinion at the same time, it could get tricky because we're overlapping, you know. I'll try to moderate it a little bit, but I don't know. I'll do some research and figure that out. But yeah. And then on another string, maybe we could just do this, guys. We just play some Smash Bros, you know, or some Mario Kart. I'm kidding. Jolie's like, can't do that. I did in Smash Brothers, guys. I did do this. I set up a level that was only Midgar, and you could only fight as Cloud and Sephiroth. So we could do something like that, but not right now. Anyway, that'd be kind of fun. We could just have community nights where we chill. Whatever. We're not starting that. Okay. Mario Kart. We can race each other. Okay, well, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking out the original Final Fantasy with me. That was actually, I was expecting it to be way worse, so that was fun. Thanks for letting me vent a little bit about Twitter drama and, shipping stuff, I'm just like not going to engage in that stuff. We can talk about it on stream, like I said before, but I'm not going to be trying to like go after people online. I just think I'm done with that because I don't want to contribute to that. So anyway, but yeah, and what Zage said, I'm not saying we're done with Final Fantasy, but let's do that. Let's make Wednesdays kind of be like book club discussion, and then if there's time, we'll hop back into Final Fantasy Original and we'll chill. So that's kind of what trying to figure out these Wednesday streams and see what works. But anyway, Dustin says, thanks, Spencer. Even though you murdered me twice, it was super fun. Thanks for sticking around, Dustin. You've been super fun. Thanks for being in like a new addition to the community. You have been awesome and fun. We like having your expertise with the voice acting and just kind of how things work out in that sphere. We like Jolie knows that world being a film director, but she doesn't know the VA world of, auditions and the things that you do, like what directors tell you to do, because she's a live action director, not someone who does dubbing and stuff. So it's been fun having you, Dustin. But yeah, Alyssa says, I'm an ultra competitive B and I don't care if anyone gets mad about it. Are you talking about in Mario Kart? That's hilarious. Dustin, was your weekend at Bernie's? Yeah, he was dead the whole time. But no, I got it right. I got it. Anyway, so thanks guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm gonna go get some water because I didn't drink any water this stream and I am quite thirsty, but I had fun. But we'll do it again. Tune in on Friday. We're gonna continue our playthrough. We'll start chapter 5 with Jolie and it'll be great. But yeah, let's make you guys a part of the discussion too. So anyway, see you later guys. Get some rest, go to sleep, and we will see you guys on Friday. Bye. See ya.
I don't know what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they say. 'Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't want to hear a word. Don't want to hear a word leave your mouth, 'cause that would leave me here without a doubt. You are a chismosa. You tell me that you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along, and now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is lacked. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, 'cause you'd bounce it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that